Hello and welcome to Corbett Field. We're back at Corbett Field for the first time in a week. I'm Max Tanzer, joined alongside Ballard Ackaway as we are about ready to get set for game 1 of 3 between the Pierre Trappers and your Souris Valley Sabre Dogs. The Sabre Dogs coming off quite a road trip in which they took series in both Hastings, Nebraska against the Sodbusters and Fremont, Nebraska against the Fremont Moo. The Sabre Dogs now have won 4 consecutive series. They moved to 20-9 on the year, and with their win last Sunday have clinched a playoff spot for the first time since 2019. They will host, or I should say they'll have home field advantage in the divisional series after the season ends in the first week of August. So they will host games 2 and 3 if necessary against the winner of the second half or the team with the second best overall record in the Lewis Division in the second half. So make sure to keep following this ball club here as we get down the stretch, because this is a playoff caliber Sabre Dogs baseball team, as once again they have clinched the first half in the Lewis Division, giving them an automatic berth into the division series. Now Ballard, it goes deeper than that. We saw quite a series against the Fremont Moo, quite a lot of action. We saw 3 innings on Friday. The game was then suspended, finished on Saturday after 6 innings, which the Sabre Dogs won by 13-6. Then they dropped game 2 11-6. Then we saw the weirdest game I think I've ever watched in my life on Sunday. It was a heavyweight matchup, and it was a 15-12 win for the Sabre Dogs in 11 innings. And we'll talk to Jaden Beck a little bit later in this pregame show, but he was the highlight. Getting the win, closing out the game in the bottom of the 11th inning, extending their lead from what was 13-12 to 15-12 after a 2-run shot to deep left center field. And this isn't Chase Keaton right here, who's a two-way player who hits and pitches. Jaden Beck hasn't had an at-bat in over 4.5 years. He was in the game because Alex Miklos and the Sabre Dogs burnt the DH to bring in Taylor Justice to catch for Colin Hannigan. So with that, the pitcher spot came up. And with the Sabre Dogs already having the lead on the Alan Greer go-ahead sac fly, they brought Jaden Beck to the plate. He fell behind with 2 strikes, but then launched a line drive over the wall in deep left center field. And now, Moeller Field in Fremont's pretty small, but he hit it to a deeper part of the yard out there in left center field. He wasn't just sneaking it over the monster in left field. Some other big moments in that game, Colin Hannigan hitting a 2-run shot to give the Sabre Dogs a big lead in the top of the 9th inning, which would eventually, unfortunately, be blown, but the Sabre Dogs were able to still hold on and win it. Not only that, Caden Schwabe stole home. Another strange wrinkle in this ball game was when Austin Callahan came to the plate in the bottom of the 9th inning, hit a game-tying 3-run triple to right field. And as the 3 runs scored, the Fremont Moo dugout thought they had walked off the game and won, so they stormed the field, of course, dogpiled Callahan at third base. But the problem was, it was tied. The game was still going on, so Callahan was ruled out because, of course, the players went on the field and touched him, and that allowed the Sabre Dogs to get out of that jam and then send it to extra innings in which they would eventually win, like we said, 15-12. So they're now 20-9 of the year. They've clinched a postseason spot. Enter this series against the Trappers with a monkey off their back. There's not as much pressure on them right now to, of course, win every single day. Now, of course, that's the goal, and I think when you head into the playoffs, you want the best record in the league so you can have home field advantage in the championship series. But if you're Alex Miklos, you can rest some guys up, give some other guys some more opportunities here as they still look to take advantage of a struggling Trappers team.
Yeah, it gives Alex Miklos a lot more creative freedom to play around with his lineup and kind of mix and match and see which players mesh well and which players don't. But I think you'll see a relaxed team out there, but I don't think you'll see a team that's just resting on its laurels after that first half victory. I think you'll see, I mean, this team is full of competitors, full of very good ball players. I think these guys still want to win as many games as they can. So while, yes, that playoff spot is all clinched up and we're ready to go to host some playoff baseball here in Minot, I don't think you're going to see this team stop anytime soon.
No doubt, and I think pride is still on the line for them. This is a team that's very confident and proud of what they've been able to put together. The #1 offensive team in the league so far here through just about halfway through the season. We're in Game 30 right now. It's a 64-game year, so you will officially meet the halfway point in Game 32, but the season's halfway point, according to the league, will be July 1st. But either way, they're going to come out here, still want to win. This is the core base that we're going to see for the rest of the year as well. So we got the big squad coming up for you. So make sure to come out to Corbett Field, not just early this week as they face the Trappers here on Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, but also this weekend. They'll be facing the Fremont Moo one more time on Friday, Saturday, and Sunday for what should be an electrifying series here at Corbett Field, so make sure to make your way down. With that, we're going to toss to our pregame interview with Jaden Beck, who is the hero of Sunday afternoon's dramatic victory. We're joined by Jaden Beck, the hero from Sunday afternoon's ball game. A dramatic win, Jaden. Before we get into your heroics right there, let's just talk about that game in general. You saw a steal of home plate. You saw a 3-run triple in which the move thought they had walked it off. Then, of course, the runner gets pulled back and called out. Everything combined in that ball game. Had you ever been a part of a crazy ball game like that in your life?
No, to be honest, that was one of the craziest games I've ever seen.
Yeah, it was something to say the least. Now, you were a big part of that, entering that game in a tough situation, runner on second base, nobody out with the extra inning rules in play. Right. Had you inherited a situation like that before? Had you played with the extra inning rules before like that?
I've never been put into an extra innings ball game like that, no. I've always been more middle of the game kind of guy, never late in the game. So, yeah, that was new to me.
Yeah, and so you're inheriting that situation for the first time. I'm sure you were trying to treat it like it was any other situation. But was there anything else that felt different, that there was a runner placed on there that you hadn't allowed?
I kind of tried not to worry about him too much. I kind of just tried to pitch my game, and hopefully nothing happened, which nothing happened.
Absolutely. Then you come up for the top half of the 11th inning. You come to the plate. Now, when you came into pitch, did you realize the DH was burned and that you were going to have to hit in the next inning if it got into the 11th?
Yeah, Coach had came up to me and told me that if we took the lead that he was going to let me swing it because he wanted me to finish it out, and we did, and I was ready. I mean, I had the batting gloves on, the helmet, and someone gave me their bat, and so I was in the hole warming up, swinging the bat.
No doubt, and you were ready, you were swinging. And a lot of pitchers come up, they take all the way until they get to 2 strikes, or even sometimes will take with 2 strikes in certain situations. But you were up there swinging it. When was the last time you had a live at-bat?
4.5 years ago, my senior year of high school, that was my last at-bat.
Wow, so what was going through your mind mentally as you walked to the plate right there?
Really, I was trying to focus on breathing and staying controlled, and really just trying to put the ball in play.
Yeah, and you spat on a couple of close pitches there as well. You looked like you had been up there before, and then you get a fastball with 2 strikes, launch it over the wall. Did you know it was gone off the bat?
I had a feeling that it was, but I knew it was either getting caught or it was gone. So,
walk me through then the emotions after that coming to the plate. The entire dugout was basically swarming you before you could even get back. What were your emotions like heading back there, seeing your teammates?
I was hyped, man, and my teammates, they were all going crazy too. It just got me fired up, and everybody was tackling me and jumping on me and stuff. Yeah,
and then all of a sudden you have to kind of debrief from that and focus on the next half inning where you have to come out and pitch. What was that transition like?
Right, so I just went to the dugout and I got some water and I just laid down and closed my eyes and just really focused on breathing and what I was about to do when I come back out on the mound.
And then you settled down your heart rate, closed the game out, picked up a win. How big was that win for your team, your ball club, obviously, coming off of what was a very lengthy road trip, and then your 4th straight series win?
Yeah, I mean, that was a huge deal to come out there and be able to go 3 up, 3 down. That was the most exciting part of the night for me, to be honest. And I think that that win clinched us playoffs and first half. So that was awesome, man. That was a really big part of the game.
No doubt about that. And the Fremont move made it tough on you guys, but you were able to persevere through it and pick up that win right there. You guys get to see them this weekend one more time. What's it going to be like? What's the atmosphere going to be like in that dugout when you get to see them again?
It's gonna be fired up. Both teams are going to be rowdy. Hopefully the crowd's out here getting rowdy too. It's going to be a good series and a fun one to watch.
You heard the man himself, Jaden Beck. Get out to Corbett Field this weekend, starting this Friday, all the way through Sunday, when the Sabre Dogs take on the reigning Expedition League champion, Fremont Moo. Jaden, thank you so much, and good luck tonight.
Thank you, sir.
Let's take a look at tonight's starting lineups for the Sabre Dogs, sent out by, of course, head coach Alex Miklos. So it'll be Caden Schwabe to lead off in left field, followed by Justin Cooper at short, batting second. The league leading hitter, Bo Brewer, will bat third at first base. Steven Moretto back in the lineup after being hit by a pitch in the elbow earlier on the road trip. He'll clean up at third base. Jaden Schaefer pushed up to the 5 spot. He'll DH, followed by Declan Buckle at second base. Jared Breedwell will man right field, batting 7th. Right behind him will be Lance McDonald, who will catch behind the plate tonight. Reese Anderson, the center fielder, will round out the 9. On the mound for the Sabre Dogs this evening will be tall left-hander Eric Wallington, who's been very good this year. This will be his 4th start as a record of 1-0 with a 3.27 ERA. His last outing was against the Sodbusters on the road trip on June 23rd. Went 4 innings, allowed 2 earned runs, 5 hits, 3 walks, 4 strikeouts. While command has been a struggle, 8 walks in 11 innings. He's been able to get through it, battle through it, a whip of about 1.5 coming into this ball game tonight. So he'll get to face the Trappers for the first time this year, as his latter 3 outings were against the Sodbusters, Spuds, and Big Sticks. Who's your pick to click tonight, Ballard? We're back. We're back at home here. We haven't done it in over a week or so. So it's time to start another hot streak. The Sabre Dogs are hot. Let's get Ballard hot here with his picks to click. Who are you going with tonight? I went with Chase Keaton, by the way. Hello and welcome to Corbett Field. Just about ready to say play ball here between the Pierre Trappers and the Souris Valley Sabre Dogs. Game 1 of 3 here starting tonight on Tuesday, going all the way through Thursday. Then 3 more against the Fremont Moo this weekend. Let's take a look at the starting lineup. First for your Souris Valley Sabre Dogs. It'll be sent out by head coach Alex Miklos. Leading off in left field will be Caden Schwabe, followed by Justin Cooper at shortstop. Bo Brewer, the league leading hitter, will bat third at first base. Steven Moretto will clean up at third. Jaden Schaefer, your DH, will bat fifth, followed right by Declan Buckle, who will man second base. Jared Breedwell will hit seventh in right field. Lance McDonald will catch batting eighth, and Reese Anderson will round out the 9 in center field. On the mound for the Sabre Dogs this evening will be tall left-hander Eric Wallington, out for his 4th start of the year, a 1-0 record with a 3.27 ERA, 13 strikeouts to 8 walks in 11 innings pitched. In each of his last 2 starts, he's gone 4 innings, allowed 2 earned runs apiece. 8 hits combined in those 2 outings with 8 strikeouts as well. Let's take a look at the starting lineup now for the visiting side, the Pierre Trappers. Leading off at second base, the Minot State product, Caden Cardoso, followed by Patrick Connor at shortstop. Eric Mast will bat third in center field. Cleaning up tonight will be Colin Adams at first base. Ty Stoss, the second baseman, will bat fifth, followed by Joseph Bramonti, the third baseman. Brandon Perez, the DH, will bat seventh. Brock Reinhardt will catch and bat eighth. And Bennett Osborne will round out the 9 in left field. The Sabre Dogs, record of 20-9. The Trappers, 9-18. The Sabre Dogs recently clinching the first half championship in the Lewis Division, meaning they've earned an automatic berth into the postseason. This will be their first postseason appearance since 2019. So make sure to follow this ball club here as we get to the back end of this season. The Sabre Dogs will have home field advantage for that first Division Series game. And I'll tell you, they're not going to take the foot off the gas pedal even though they've clinched, looking to win as many ball games as they can. As Caden Cardoso approaches the left-handed batter's box, Eric Wallington climbs the hill and stands on the rubber, lefty on left, as we are just about ready to get underway on a gorgeous night at Corbett Field. Wallington winds and tosses. His first pitch is a fastball for a strike at the knees. No balls, 1 strike to count, and we are underway here in Minot, North Dakota. Sun is shining, not a cloud in the sky, 84 degrees about at first pitch Fahrenheit. It's the wind, the 0-1 pitch is on its way. Fastball, down and away, ball 1. 1 ball, 1 strike. Your umpires tonight behind the dish will be Paul Sedicase. Tony Archina will man the field. First time the Sabre Dogs have worked with this crew at home here at Corbett Field. Saw them a couple weeks ago on the road. As Wallington winds and tosses, the 1-1 pitch is a breaking ball that slides over the middle of the plate for strike 2. 1 ball, 2 strikes. For the Sabre Dogs tonight, white tops, white bottoms here at home. For the Trappers, navy blue tops, gray bottoms. As Wallington from the third base side comes set, shakes once, now nods. Turns, kicks, fires. His 1-2 is on its way. Swinging a bounding ball to short, fielded on a couple hops by Cooper. Steps across, throws to first, picked on the back end by Bo Brewer in time for out number 1. Good start for Eric Wallington, 6-3 put out. As let's take a look at the remainder of the Sabre Dogs defense tonight that will man behind Eric Wallington this evening. Left to right in the outfield will be Caden Schwabe, Reese Anderson, and Jared Breedwell. Steven Moretto back in the lineup at the hot corner at third base. Justin Cooper, as you just saw, will man shortstop. Declan Buckle at second base tonight. Bo Brewer at first, and Lance McDonald will be your catcher. First pitch on the way to Patrick Connor is a fastball for a strike at the knees. 0-1. Connor hitting .235, no homers, 2 RBIs, 4 stolen bags for him this year. Is Wallington from the third base side of the rubber, twists and fires. The 0-1 is a fastball that runs outside, ball 1. 1 ball, 1 strike. Very calm evening at the ballpark tonight. Flag in straightaway center field, not moving at all. So wind should not be a factor, at least for the first couple of innings, as the next pitch is swung on and missed for strike 2. No balls, 2 strikes. Wallington blew a fastball by the bat of Connor right there and make that 1 ball, 2 strikes. So Connor quickly behind, steps back into the right-hander's batter's box. Wallington winds and deals. The 1-2 is a fastball up and away, ball 2. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Last time the Sabre Dogs were at home, they saw these very Pierre Trappers, took 3 out of 3 from them, picked up the sweep. As at Wallington winds, the 2-2 pitch on the way is a breaking ball ground to the right side, past a lunging Buckle into right field for a base hit. First hit of the night for the Trappers, courtesy of Patrick Connor, so that puts him at first base with 1 away. Breaking ball over the middle of the plate right there. Connor saw it deep and slashed it through the 4-hole. Buckle was playing about straight up at second base. No chance for him to get it. So here comes Eric Mast, the left-handed hitting center fielder to the plate. Hitting .269, a homer, 12 RBIs, 4 stolen bags. So 2 lefties here at the top of the order, top third of the order here for the Trappers against the southpaw Wallington. First pitch is a fastball for a strike on the outside corner. No balls, 1 strike to count. Wallington's last start came over in Hastings a few days ago, 6 days ago to be exact, on June 23rd. Picked up the win, his first in the Sabre Dogs uniform. He's set third base side at the belt. Kicks, fires, runner goes, pitch on the way, he's down in the dirt, swing and a miss. Gets away from the catcher McDonald as it rolls up the third base line. So that will be strike 2. Make that strike 1, 1 ball, 1 strike. Tough pitch for McDonald to throw on right there. Had to pop out of the crouch. It was a breaking ball in the dirt, so he was caught in between a little bit right there. Tried to pick it, but again, it was a breaking ball running the opposite direction in which he was trying to shift his body to throw down to second base. So in safely is Patrick Connor with his 5th stolen bag of the year. Is masked, digs back into the batter's box. Lefty on left, Wallington set at the belt. Kicks, fires, pitch on the way, swing and a miss for strike 3. So that'll be out number 2, strikeout number 1 of the night for Wallington, as that holds Connor at second base. So here comes Colin Adams to the plate, first baseman tonight, cleaning up from the right side. Good opportunity here for the Trappers to get on the board. Coming into tonight, they have struggled offensively. 11th in the league in runs scored at 154, 12th in hits at 207. 10th and 11th, respectively, in on-base percentage and slugging as well. Sabre Dogs out slugging this Trappers ball club by about over 130 points, in fact. Sabre Dogs currently sitting third, second in on-base at 425. Just getting underway here at Corbett Field. Scoreless, top of the first, 2 away. First pitch on the way is on the outside corner, knee high, strike 1. No balls, 1 strike. Adams having a great year, as we mentioned, hitting .311, 2 homers as well. Big, powerful right-handed hitter, digs back into the box as Connor takes his lead from second. Wallington from the stretch. Dancing at second base is Connor as he shuffles back and forth. He holds the 0-1. Fastball at the knees, strike 2. No balls, 2 strikes. And out of the gate right here, Wallington doing a really good job of commanding the strike zone and getting ahead here early. Has struggled a little bit with his command. He's walked 8 batters in 11 innings, 3 and 4 innings his last start, but has been on top of it here tonight. First time. Make that the second time he's pitched here at Corbett Field. He's set third base side. Long hold, kicks, fires. The 0-2 on the way is a fastball well outside. Ball 1. 1 ball, 2 strikes. With 2 outs, Connor will be going on contact right here. Your arms left to right in the outfield. Schwabe, Anderson, and Breedwell. Infield playing Adams about straight up. Second baseman Buckle a couple more steps towards the 4-hole. As Wallington comes set from the third base side, pauses. Time now called by the home plate umpire in Paul Sedicase as Wallington was starting his windup. So he'll have to reset right here. Takes a step off the rubber. Digs his left foot in and peers it for the sign from McDonald. Connor takes his lead from second. Wallington from the stretch, third base side. Lifts, fires. The 1-2 on the way. Swing and a miss for strike 3. Commanding start by Eric Wallington as he erases the 2 to make that the 1-out single and picks up back-to-back strikeouts to punctuate the top of the first. We're heading to the bottom of the first. Scoreless here at Corbett Field. Sabre Dogs coming up for the first time tonight when we come back.
Saturday, July 3rd will be Ballpark Time Machine at Corbett Field. Your Sabre Dogs will be hosting an 80s theme night. So break out that neon and those scrunchies and come wearing your best 80s look. We'll be rocking out to 80s music all night long. The Sabre Dogs will be going head-to-head with the Fremont Moot at 7:05 p.m. So see you there at Corbett Field to go back in time. Saturday, July 3rd will be Ballpark Time Machine at Corbett Field. Your Sabre Dogs will be hosting an 80s theme night. So break out that neon and those scrunchies and come wearing your best 80s look. We'll be rocking out to 80s music all night long. The Sabre Dogs will be going head-to-head with the Fremont Moot at 7:05 p.m. So see you there at Corbett Field to go back in time. Saturday, July 3rd will be Ballpark Time Machine at Corbett Field. Your Sabre Dogs will be hosting an 80s theme night. So break out that neon and those scrunchies and come wearing your best 80s look. We'll be rocking out to 80s music all night long. The Sabre Dogs will be going head-to-head with the Fremont Moot at 7:05 p.m. So see you there at Corbett Field to go back in time. Saturday, July 3rd will be Ballpark Time Machine at Corbett Field. Your Sabre Dogs will be hosting an 80s theme night. So break out that neon and those scrunchies and come wearing your best 80s look. We'll be rocking out to 80s music all night long. The Sabre Dogs will be going head-to-head with the Fremont Moot at 7:05 p.m. So see you there at Corbett Field to go back in time. Saturday, July 3rd will be Ballpark Time Machine at Corbett Field. Your Sabre Dogs will be hosting an 80s theme night. So break
Welcome back to Corbett Field, bottom half of the first inning as we're still scoreless here in Minot. Let's take a look at the starting pitcher tonight for the Pierre Trappers that will face off against the #1 offense in the Expedition League. It's going to be right-hander Fisher Roush, who's out for his 4th outing of the year. This will be his 2nd start, a 1-1 record with a 3.48 ERA. Struck out 12 batters to 10 walks and 10 1/3 of an inning's work. His last outing was fantastic, went 4 innings, did not allow a run. No hits on 3 strikeouts and 3 walks. His first pitch on the way to Caden Schwabe is a fastball that grazes the outside corner for strike 1. No balls, 1 strike. Schwabe hitting .453, 13 RBIs in the year, pacing the league and stole the bags with 31 to his name. Here's the wind and toss from Roush. Swinging a hard ground ball right side, ranging to his left is Stoss. Makes the play, spins and throws to first base. That is in time to retire a speedy Schwabe for out #1. Nice play by the second baseman Stoss, ranging to his left. Knew he had to hurry, stabbed it to his forehand side, fielded on the cut of the outfield grass as well. Spun and threw accurately to the first baseman Adams, who had to stretch to the right field side of the first base bag, but was able to keep his foot on for out #1. So 2 pitches, 1 out here for Roush as that brings up Justin Cooper to the plate. Cooper up to the 2 spot for the 2nd straight game. As Roush winds and fires first pitch, Cooper shows bunt, pulls back, takes a strike at the top of the zone. No balls, 1 strike. Third baseman Bramante going to play a little bit more in after that, about even with the bat currently, as he winds and fires. The 0-1 pitch is on its way. Swing and a foul straight back, strike 2. No balls, 2 strikes. Let's take a look at the starting defense tonight that will man behind Roush this evening for the Trappers. Left to right in the outfield, Osborne, Mass, and Caden Cardoso. Bramante at third base, as we mentioned. Connor and Stoss up the middle. Adams at first base. And Reinhardt will be your backstop. Roush winds and fires. The 0-2 on the way. Misses down away, ball 1. 1 ball, 2 strikes. There hasn't been a particular outing for Roush where he's gotten hit particularly hard. His worst this year was 5 innings against Sioux Falls back on the 16th. As the 1-2 pitch is swung on him, popped up shallow center. Connor, the shortstop, racing out. Mass coming in, so is the left fielder Osborne, who makes the catch, crossing the Corbett Field emblem in shallow center field for out #2. Had to run a long way to grab that one. 2 up, 2 down here for the Sabre Dogs. In the bottom of the first inning, as that brings up Bo Brewer to the plate. But back to Roush. That outing was against Sioux Falls on the 16th, a 13-5 loss for the Trappers. He went 5 innings, 4 runs, just 3 of them earned. 6 hits, 3 walks, 6 strikeouts. But besides that, it's been very good this year. Many would argue that outing wasn't even too terrible, as the first pitch on the way to Brewers, a fastball on the outside corner, strike 1, 0-1. The phenomenal start for Brewer continued on the road trip, still hitting above 500 at 504. So the next pitch is swung on and lined over the leaping head of the third baseman Bramante in the left field, 4-base hit. Brewer will hold at first base with the single. He has now extended his hitting streak to 30 games here in 2021. He's picked up a hit in each of the first 30 games of the year as his phenomenal start continues. Unbelievable stuff. And this was a hard hit line drive down the left field line. The left fielder Osborne was shifting him down that left field line, so that prevented that ball from rolling to the track for a potential base hit. But the Sabre Dogs will take it, their first knock of the evening. So Brewer will take his lead from first base. He can run as well. 14 stolen bags on the year. Here's Steven Moretto to the plate. First pitch is a fastball at the top of the zone. Strike 1. No balls, 1 strike. Moretto appeared in Game 1 of the doubleheader against Hastings back last Wednesday. Was hit in his second plate appearance on the elbow. We did not see him for the remainder of the road trip. Good to see him back in the lineup as the next pitch is a fastball inside, ball 1. 1 ball, 1 strike. Such a powerful bat in the middle of this Sabre Dogs lineup, hitting .412, a homer, and 8 RBIs. And that was just about in a week's span. In fact, that homer came a couple Saturdays ago against this very Trappers ball club here at Corbett Field. Brewer takes his lead from first base. There he goes, the 1-1. Pitch outside, make that a strike on the outside corner. Throw down to second base from Reinhardt is going to be in time to retire Brewer, to retire the side as well. Brewer's been a hard man to throw out this year, but Reinhardt proves that wrong. We're scoreless as we head to the top of the second inning. Good start for Roush as he faces the minimum here against the top of this Sabre Dogs lineup. We'll be right back as you're listening to Expedition League Baseball live on the Souris Valley Sabre Dogs Radio Network.
This is Ethan Moore for the Souris Valley Sabre Dogs, reminding you that your favorite ball club is on all social media platforms, including Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook. Make sure to follow for starting lineups, score updates, and all our exclusive Sabre Dogs content you'll need this summer. Follow us at SV Sabre Dogs and use the hashtag SCODogs. This is Ethan Moore for the Souris Valley Sabre Dogs, reminding you that your favorite ball club is on all social media platforms, including Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook. Make sure to follow For starting lineup, score updates, and all our exclusive Sabre Dogs content you'll need this summer, follow us at SV Sabre Dogs and use the hashtag SCODogs. This is Ethan Moore for the Souris Valley Sabre Dogs, reminding you that your favorite ball club is on all social media platforms including Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook. Make sure to follow for starting lineup, score updates, and all our exclusive Sabre Dogs content you'll need this summer. Follow us at SV Sabre Dogs and use the hashtag SCODogs. This is Ethan Moore for the Souris Valley Sabre Dogs, reminding you that your favorite ball club is on all social media platforms including Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook. Make sure to follow for starting lineup, score updates, and all our exclusive Sabre Dogs content you'll need this summer. Follow us at SV Sabre Dogs and use the hashtag SCODogs. This is Ethan Moore for the Souris Valley Sabre Dogs, reminding you that your favorite ball club is on all social media platforms including Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook. Make sure to follow for starting lineup, score updates, and all our exclusive Sabre Dogs content you'll need this summer. Follow us at SV Sabre Dogs.
Welcome back to Corbett Field, top half of the second inning. 0-0 ball game here between the Trappers and the Sabre Dogs. 5, 6, and 7 due up here against Eric Wallington as he winds and tosses. His first pitch is up and in as that hits Ty Strauss on the front shoulder with the fastball. Looks to be all right as he takes off the shin guard and will jog down over to first base. So not the start that Wallington was looking for after quite an efficient first inning where he only threw 15 pitches to retire the first 3 batters of this ball game. So Strauss will take first base here with nobody out. Here comes Joseph Bramani to the plate, who's hitting a .170, 2 homers, 10 RBIs on the year. Lefty on right as Wallington kicks and fires from the stretch. His first pitch is a fastball outside. Ball 1, 1 ball, no strikes. The bottom of the first inning, Sabre Dogs were set down in order after Brewer was caught stealing at second base. As the 1-0 pitch is down in the dirt. It's away from the catcher, McDonald, heading to second base. Getting there, standing up is Strauss. So he'll be in scoring position here with nobody out. And a 2-0 count here on Joseph Bramani. So Wallington's going to have to lock it in now. And don't want to give this Trappers ball club a lead. You know how dominant this Sabre Dogs offense is, but of course you never want to trail early in a ball game. Infield playing back, about straight up. Outfield straight up as well here with nobody out. Bramani digs back into the right-hander's batter's box. Wallington leans it for the sign, comes set at the belt. Kicks, fires, the 2-0 on the way. He's in the dirt, gets away from McDonald again, heading to third base and getting there, standing up is Strauss. That'll be a wild pitch. As the count now runs to 3 balls and no strikes. So hit by pitch, 2 pitches to the backstop. Sets up a runner at third, nobody out spot here for the Trappers early on here in the top of the second inning. Infield still playing back. Middle infielders will exchange a ground ball out here for a run. 3-0. Right over the middle of the plate, strike 1. 3 balls, 1 strike to count. For Bramani, we saw him back in the series last week here against the Sabre Dogs. Did not pick up a hit, was 0 for 6, did drive in a run. As the 3-1 is swung on and missed for strike 2. Big rip from Bramani. Count now runs full at 3 balls and 2 strikes. Over against Wheat City, did not pick up a hit in 2 games played. Was 0 for 6 with a run scored, a couple of walks. So the 3-2 is on its way. Swinging a hard line drive out to deep right field. Breedville ranging back, looking up. This one's going to short up off the fence and over the wall for a ground rule RBI double. And just like that, the Trappers jump on the board first. It's 1-0 here in the top of the second inning. A hard line drive quickly cruised over the head of the right fielder, Breedwell, who lifted his glove up in the air, I think, to try and hold Strauss at third base. But even if he made this play, Strauss is scoring easily. Big break as it hopped over the wall. Very likely would have been a double either way here for Bramani. So he'll be at second base. Still nobody out. An RBI for him. That is number 11 on the year as that brings up Brendan Perez, the DH, to the plate. So 1-0 Trappers your score here. Perez, another right-handed hitter, digs in. Wallington, third base side of the rubber, pauses at the belt. Now kicks and fires. The first pitch is swung on and missed. Strike 1. No balls, 1 strike. Wind picking up just a little bit. The flag in center field slowly blowing out towards straightaway center. Should not play a rule tonight unless it picks up. Wallington set from the stretch again. Now steps off. 1-0 Trappers here in the top of the second inning. A hit by pitch, a couple pitches to the backstop, and an RBI ground rule double off the bat of Bramani. Wallington ahead, no balls, 1 strike. He lifts and delivers. The pitch on the way is a fastball up and away, ball 1. 1 ball, 1 strike to count. And I'll tell you, with the duration of the last 5-6 ball games or so, the Sabre Dogs would love a quick, efficient win here tonight. We saw a lot of errors on both ends, particularly the Moo back last weekend, who made 6 errors in Game 1, 5 or so in Game 3, as the next pitch is a fastball that runs outside, ball 2. 2 balls, 1 strike. We saw a lot of walks on both ends through both series. So far tonight, Wallington's command, besides the hit-by pitch, has been fairly good. Did get to a 3-0 count to Bramani, however. As the 2-1 pitch is swung on and missed for strike 2. Fastball running away. Strike 2. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Wallington has 2 strikeouts already this evening. Came to Maston Adams back-to-back to end the top of the first. Strauss takes his lead from second base. Still nobody out. Wallington pauses at the belt again and delivers the 2-2. Swing and a miss for strike 3. Blew a fastball behind the bat of Perez for out number 1. That holds Bramani on second base. Strikeout number 3 on the night already for Eric Wallington. In fact, 3 of the 4 batters he's retired have been eliminated via the strikeout. So here comes Brock Reinhardt, the catcher, to the plate. Lefty on left right here. Wallington kicks and delivers. The first pitch on the way is dotted on the outside corner. Strike 1. No balls, 1 strike. Shortstop and Cooper ranging a bit up the middle, holding on the runner in Strauss at second base. Buckle about straight up. Outfield straight up as well. Wallington peers in, comes set in agreement with McDonald as he lifts and delivers the 0-1 pitch on the way. Swing and a foul straight back. Big rip from Reinhardt on the pitch up and out of the strike zone. Count quickly moves to no balls and 2 strikes. 31st pitch of the evening coming up here for Wallington as he digs his left foot into the rubber, plants with his right foot, glove tucked into his front hip as he shakes off once, now twice, now nods. He's set at the belt. 0-2 the count. He fires. Fastball on the outside corner for strike 3. Good morning, good afternoon, good night. Brock Reinhardt as Wallington sets him down on 3 pitches. 4th strikeout of the night. 4 of the 5 batters that Wallington has retired have now been retired via the strikeout. So 2 down. Bramani still at second base. Good answer after the RBI double. So that brings up Bennett Osborne, the left fielder, to the plate. Wallington from the third base side comes set. Checks over at second twice, now looks in. Pitch on the way is swung on and popped up first base side, foul territory. Bo Brewer, the first baseman, ranging to the track. He'll watch it fly out of play onto the netting over the fans down the first base line for strike 1, 0-1. Decent crowd on hand tonight. First base VIP section, almost completely full. Got a lot of fans sprinkled in down the third base line as well. The grandstands behind home plate about 50-55% filled here tonight. And a lot of fans coming out to watch this very, very fun Sabre Dogs ball club. 0-1 pitch is swung on and popped up again first base side. Brewer takes a couple steps, then we'll watch it fly out of play. Count quickly moves to no balls and 2 strikes. So Wallington, after struggling with his command just a little bit to open up the inning, hit Strauss on the first pitch, fell behind Bramani 3-0, then climbed back 3-2, gave up the double. He struck out back-to-back batters and is quickly in the driver's seat here against Bennett Osborne, ahead at no balls and 2 strikes. He's set at the belt, lifts and delivers. The 2-strike pitch on the way is a fastball that rises upstairs, probably the intent on that pitch. Count that moves to 1 ball and 2 strikes here with 2 outs. When the Sabre Dogs come up for the bottom of the second inning, will be 4, 5, and 6 in their order. Steven Moretto, Jaden Schaefer, and Declan Buckle. Moretto was at the plate when Brewer was thrown out trying to steal second base, so he'll get to pick up a fresh count in the bottom of the second. 1-2 on the way. Late swing and a miss for strike 3 is that will retire the side. A heater from Wallington. Another one as it's dominated this Trappers lineup this evening. 5 strikeouts through 2 innings. However, the Trappers pick up 1 run on 1 hit, no errors, 1 runner left on. Sabre Dogs trying to get back into this ball game. 4, 5, and 6 due up as we head to the bottom of the second inning.
Seatbelts are the most effective safety device to prevent the death and injury in a motor vehicle crash. Please buckle up every trip, every time. Let's get to the goal of Vision Zero. 0 fatalities, 0 excuses. Seatbelts are the most effective safety device to prevent the death and injury in a motor vehicle crash. Please buckle up every trip, every time. Let's get to the goal of Vision Zero. 0 fatalities, 0 excuses. Seatbelts are the most effective safety device to prevent the death and injury in a motor vehicle crash. Please buckle up every trip, every time. Let's get to the goal of Vision Zero. 0 fatalities, 0 excuses. Seatbelts are the most effective safety device to prevent the death and injury in a motor vehicle crash. Please buckle up every trip, every time. Let's get to the goal of Vision Zero. Zero fatalities, zero excuses. Seatbelts are the most effective safety device to prevent the death and injury in a motor vehicle crash. Please buckle up every trip, every time. Let's get to the goal of Vision Zero. Zero fatalities, zero excuses. Seatbelts are the most effective safety device to prevent the death and injury in a motor vehicle crash. Please buckle.
Ready for the bottom of the second. 1-0 Trappers, your score. Here's the cleanup hitter tonight for Souris Valley, Stephen Moretto. The Sabre ball game, as we mentioned, was up at the plate when Brewer was caught stealing second base, so he'll get a new count here to open up the bottom of the second. As the first pitch from Roush is a breaking ball that bites the outside corner, strike one. No balls, one strike. Moretto, this will be his first ball game in about 3-4 days. Left the doubleheader against Hastings in game one after being hit in the elbow. It's the 0-1 swung and fly to the air, slicing out of play for strike two. No balls, two strikes to count. It was a big loss. The good news was the Sabre Dogs had Dalton, who's been very good defensively this year and was showing some flashes of finding the production that we saw in the first couple of weeks when he came to the ball club. But now Moretto and Bowling will probably split time for the remainder of the year as the 0-2 is on the outside corner for strike three. A fastball at the knees that bit that outer edge of the zone for out number one. Strikeout number one for Roush this evening as he sets down Moretto on 3 pitches. So that'll bring up Jaden Schaefer to the plate. DHing tonight, was 0 for 3 with a walk back on Sunday evening's ball game. Now hitting .234, no homers, 10 RBIs, a couple of stolen bags on the year. If I'm correct, this is the highest we've seen him in the batting order this year in the 5 spot. As he digs into the left-hander's batter's box, slightly open stance. First pitch on the way is swung on and fouled straight back, strike one. No balls, one strike. Declan Buckle on deck, then it'll be Jared Breedwell if the Sabre Dogs can get that far here in this bottom of the second inning. 1-0 Trappers, your score here after the RBI double back in the top of the second off the bat of Joseph Bramani, the third baseman. Roush in the low line. The 0-1 is a fastball at the knees, strike two. No balls, 2 strikes. Fantastic start here for Roush in the bottom of the second. 5 pitches, 5 strikes so far. From the first base side of the rubber, he shakes, now nods in agreement with his catcher, Reinhardt. Twists and tosses, the 0-2 on the way, swinging a bounding ball to second, high chopper, fielded by the second baseman, Strauss. Picks it up, has time as he shuffles across and throws to first base to retire Schaefer for out number 2. So 2 up, 2 down. 6 pitches, 6 strikes. A strikeout and a ground out as that brings up Declan Buckle to the plate, who will be manning second base tonight. Came back on the road trip after dealing with some back soreness the last couple of weeks, something he's been dealing with really since his final 3 weeks or so at Minot State University in their postseason run. Good to see that he's fully healthy. Back in this Sabre Dogs lineup as he swings at the first pitch and fouls it straight back for strike one. No balls, 1 strike. Came in late into the ball game as a substitution against the Moo back on Sunday. Was 0 for 1 with a walk. As Roush from the line delivers the 0-1 pitch on the way. Fastball over the middle of the plate, strike 2. No balls, 2 strikes to count. So 8 pitches, 8 strikes here for Roush. Buckle looking to disrupt his rhythm right here. Roush winds and tosses. The 0-2 on the way is a breaking ball down the way, ball 1. 1 ball, 2 strikes. So I'm not quite sure if that would have been considered an immaculate inning if he did retire Buckle with a strike right there because of the ground out off the bat of Schaefer. Again, immaculate inning is 9 pitches, 9 strikes, 3 strikeouts. And he was close. 8 pitches, 8 strikes with a strikeout and a ground out. So that's probably what made him ineligible for it as the 1-2 is on its way. Weak 3/4 swing to miss for strike 3. Blocked by the catcher Reinhardt. Picks it up, finds the lane, and throws to first base to retire Buckle and retire the side as well. Fantastic inning of work for Roush as he's faced the minimum through his first 2 innings of work. Sets down the Sabre Dogs 1-2-3 on 10 pitches here in the bottom of the second. Picks up 2 strikeouts along the way. We're heading to the top of the third inning. Speeding through this one here at Corbett Field. Your score, the Trappers 1, Sabre Dogs nothing.
This is Jordan Williams. I play outfield for the Souris Valley Sabre Dogs, reminding you that Planet Pizza is celebrating 25 years in the Magic City this summer. Stop in and try award-winning pizza and wings, vest up for some laser tag, or aim for a jackpot on one of our 50 arcade games. We got fun for everyone. Visit planetpizzaND.com for more details. This is Jordan Williams. I play outfield for the Souris Valley Sabre Dogs, reminding you that Planet Pizza is celebrating 25 years in the Magic City this summer. Stop in and try award-winning pizza and wings, vest up for some laser tag, or aim for a jackpot on one of our 50 arcade games. We got fun for everyone. Visit planetpizzaND.com for more details. This is Jordan Williams. I play outfield for the Souris Valley Sabre Dogs, reminding you that Planet Pizza is celebrating 25 years in the Magic City this summer. Stop in and try award-winning pizza and wings, vest up for some laser tag, or aim for a jackpot on one of our 50 arcade games. We got fun for everyone. Visit planetpizzaND.com for more details. This is Jordan Williams.
Welcome back to Corbett Field. Caden Cardoso atop of the lineup for the Trappers to lead it off here against Eric Wallington. Wallington set from the third base side of the hill, glove in front of his face, turns and tosses. First pitch on the way is a fastball up and away, ball one. One ball, no strikes. Big day coming up on July 8th as the Sabre Dogs will be handing out free replica jerseys. So the 1-0 pitch is down, away, ball two. 2 balls, no strikes at Corbett Field at 5 p.m. to anyone who brings in 3 food items, canned or boxed, as the donations will be going to Great Plains Food Bank. And again, the first 500 fans to donate 3 food items will receive a replica baby blue Sabre Dogs jersey. So make sure to come out. I'll tell you, I want to donate some food to get myself a baby blue replica Sabre Dogs jerseys. The next pitch is fouled off. 2 balls, 1 strike, the count. So again, July 8th, the Sabre Dogs will be facing the Big Sticks that night. Donate 3 canned or boxed food items. The next pitch is swung on and missed for strike 2. Awkward swing and a miss from the left-hander in Cardoso, who was tied up in knots right there. Strike 2. 2 balls, 2 strikes, the count. The jerseys will be limited to 1 per person. But make sure to come out. Once again, July 8th, sponsored by Farmers Union Insurance and Great Plains Food Bank. 2-2 on the way, swing to slicing drive to left field. Schwabe raging to his left. He'll make the galloping grab head high for out number 1. So good start here for Wallington. 1 up, 1 down here in the top of the 3rd inning. Wallington ended the top of the 2nd inning quite emphatically after giving up a hit-by-pitch and an RBI double. Struck out the next 3 batters in order. That was Brendan Perez, Brock Reinhardt, and Bennett Osborne, the bottom of the Trappers lineup. Now has 5 strikeouts on the night through 2 1/3 of an inning's work. Here's Patrick Connor. First pitch is a fastball well upstairs, ball 1. 1 ball, no strikes. Connor singled back in the first inning, stole second base on a pitch in the dirt. Was stranded there after Mast and Adams struck out swinging. 1-0 pitch, fastball pinpointed at the knees, strike 1. 1 ball, 1 strike. Again, 1-0 Trappers, your score here in the top of the 3rd inning. Wallington quickening up his pace as he twists and tosses the 1-1. Fastball misses inside. Connor scoots out of the way, ball 2. 2 balls, 1 strike to count. Sabre Dogs 20-9 on the year, have a 3.5 game lead for first place in the Lewis Division. Have already clinched their playoff spot. It's the 2-1 is a fastball that runs outside, ball 3. 3 balls, 1 strike. Right on their heels, however, are the Badlands Bigs, who have been fantastic over the last couple weeks. Wallington, third base side, twists and fires. The 3-1 on the way is swung on a popped-up foul, slicing out a play to the right side. 3 balls, 2 strikes. The Big Sticks are currently 18-12. And remember, when the Badlands came over here just 2.5 weeks ago and beat the Sabre Dogs 13-2 on that Monday night, they were 2-9. As the 3-2 is on its way, fastball misses down low, 4 ball 4, so Connor will take the walk. First free pass allowed by Wallington this evening, as that allows a 1-out base runner to reach here for the Trappers. So ever since that 2-9 start, again, quick mental math here, but the Big Sticks have gone 14-3, which is truly remarkable. Sabre Dogs have kept pace, of course, 20-9 atop of the division, half-game lead. Sabre Dogs have won 8 of their last 10. Big Sticks 8 of their last 10. First pitch on the way to Eric Mast is a fastball on the outside corner, strike 1. No balls, 1 strike. And really, they've climbed in plenty of statistical categories, which isn't surprising because they were a great team on paper, bringing back a lot of returners from their Lewis championship team last season. As Wallington from the stretch kicks and fires the 0-1. Fastball on the outside corner, strike 2. Wallington quickly climbs ahead. But if you look at some of the slash line numbers for the Big Sticks, they now lead in slugging, about 9 points higher than the Sabre Dogs, who are in 3rd. On-base percentage has climbed to 400 as well, good for 6th in the league. Wallington, third base side, the rubber. Kicks and delivers, runner goes, 0-2 pitch outside. McDonald's throw to second base is on line, tag applied, is not in time. Close play as Connor steals his second base of the night. He now has 6 on the year as that inserts him in the scoring position here with 1 away. Good pitch to throw on for McDonald, a little bit up in the zone. Threw a strike down to the shortstop, and Cooper was just a little bit high as he caught it about at his head height, had to drag that tag all the way down, which allowed Connor to slide in safely and just in the nick of time. A 1-2 pitch on the way, fastball outside, ball 2. 2 balls, 2 strikes, the count. McDonald threw out a runner back in his last start here at home. That was back against these Trappers on that Sunday afternoon game where the Sabre Dogs won. Quite an incredible ball game, highlighted by the Chase Anderson grand slam out to left field. Count even at 2 here, lefty on left. Wallington kicks and delivers. The pitch on the way is swung on a chopped up the middle. Buckle ranges to his right, picks it up in the long hop, takes his time as he throws to first base to retire masked by about a step and a half for out number 2. 4-3 put out. Moving to third on the play goes Patrick Connor, as that brings up Colin Adams to the plate. Colin Adams was the second strikeout victim against Wallington back in the first inning. That ended the first inning, in fact, so he's now 0 for 1 tonight. Chance to drive and a runner here with 2 outs. Connor 90 feet away at third base. He's been all over the base path so far. Has reached base twice, stole 2 bags. The first pitch on the way is a fastball that runs outside off the glove of McDonald. Rolls just about 2 or 3 feet to his right, so holding at third base will be Connor. 1 ball, no strikes to count. Again, 1-0 Trappers, your score, sitting in the top of the third inning. Just getting underway about 40 minutes ago. Really cruising through this one so far. Wallington delivers the 1-0. Fastball runs outside, ball 2. 2 balls, no strikes. Adams, the cleanup hitter tonight. On deck will be Ty Strauss, who led off the top of the second inning, being hit by a pitch. Would come around to score on the RBI double from Joseph Bramante. Wind picking up just a little bit, blowing out towards straightaway center. As the 2-0 is swung on and fouled off the fist straight back. Strike 1. 2 balls, 1 strike. Nice play by Alex Miklos in the third base dugout. The former college baseball star making a nice barehanded grab off the facing of the netting. So he'll get that ball back to one of his players who will return it eventually to one of the umpires. Wallington lifts and delivers the 2-1. Swing and a miss. Strike 2. Wallington climbed the ladder with that fastball. Count now moves to 2 balls and 2 strikes. Wallington's last 2 frames have concluded with a strikeout. Can he make it 3 straight to open up the ball game? He comes set at the belt. Lifts and delivers. The pitch on the way is up and away with a fastball. Ball 3. 3 balls, 2 strikes to the count here with 2 outs. Pitch count has climbed just a bit here for Wallington, about in the mid-50s here as we sit with 2 outs in the top of the third. Fans getting into it, clapping their hands in unison as Wallington comes set from the stretch third base side. Payoff pitch on the way. Swing and a foul straight back as it pinballs off the roof behind the home plate grandstands, or atop of the home plate grandstands. So the count will stay at 3 balls and 2 strikes here with 2 outs. Wallington's stuff has been good tonight, maybe the best we've seen him so far this year. Second baseman Declan Buckle playing about 4 or 5 steps onto the cut of the outfield grass right now at second base. As Wallington delivers the 3-2 on the way. Swing and a foul straight back. Just getting a piece was Adams. So the count will remain full at 3 balls and 2 strikes. With 2 outs, Buckle can afford to play that deep. Will give him a lot of range, whether he's ranging up the middle or to his left. And again, Adams, who doesn't run particularly well, will give him some extra time just in case it's a slow developing play. Wallington kicks and delivers the 3-2 on the way. Swing and a miss for strike 3. Eric Wallington, what a start for him. 3 innings, has allowed just 1 run and has struck out 6 hitters along the way. We're heading to the bottom of the third, just about a third through this ball game at Corbett Field. Sabre Dogs trail it 1-0. Due up when we come back will be 7, 8, and 9. Jared Breedwell, Lance McDonald, and Reese Anderson when we come back. You're listening to Expedition League Baseball live on the Souris Valley Sabre Dogs Radio Network.
This is Jordan Williams. I play outfield for the Souris Valley Sabre Dogs, reminding you that Planet Pizza is celebrating 25 years in the Magic City this summer. Stop in and try award-winning pizza and wings. Vest up for some laser tag or aim for a jackpot on one of our 50 arcade games. We got fun for everyone. Visit planetpizzaND.com for more details. This is Jordan Williams.
SaberDog fans, be sure to stop down to OK Automotive in Minot to register for your chance to win a 10K golf cart giveaway. If a SaberDogs player hits a ball through the home run target beyond the left field fence, one lucky fan will drive home in a brand new golf cart courtesy of OK Automotive. Register in store today. SaberDog fans, be sure to stop down to OK Automotive in Minot to register for your chance to win a 10K golf cart giveaway. If a SaberDogs player hits a ball through the home run target beyond the left field fence, one lucky fan will drive home in a brand new golf cart courtesy of OK Automotive. Register in store today.
Ready to hit play here in the bottom of the third inning. 1-0 Trappers, your score, 7, 8, and 9. Due up here against Fisher Roush. The Trappers starter tonight has been very good. He's faced the minimum through 2 innings of work. He's picked up 2 strikeouts as well. Both coming in at bottom of the second inning. Here we are, bottom of the third. Breedwell, the right fielder, will lead it off. First pitch is down low, ball 1. 1 ball, no strikes. Breedwell, 2 RBIs in the year, hitting .250. Saw him pitch for the first time on the road trip over in Hastings back in the series finale on Thursday. 1-0 pitch on the outside corner, strike 1. 1 ball, 1 strike. Breedwell, McDonald, Anderson due up here. SaberDogs have 1 hit of the night. That was courtesy of Bo Brewer back in the first inning. Still looking for their first run, however. Roush twists and delivers. Low 1-1 pitch on the way. Swinging a pop-up first base side. Adams, the first baseman, takes about 2 or 3 steps back. Will camp underneath it to make the grab with 2 hands for out number 1. 7 to the plate. 7 down here for Roush as he continues to face the minimum. Here comes Lance McDonald to the plate, the catcher for the SaberDogs tonight. This will be his second straight home start. Started the last home game on Sunday against the Trappers. Gets the nod here this evening on this Tuesday night. Swinging from the left side with the righty on route in Roush on the mound. Here's the first pitch on the way. It's a fastball down away, ball 1. 1 ball, no strikes. McDonald hitting a .166, an RBI on the year. Shortstop and Connor ranging up the middle, shifting him the pull. Second baseman Stoss about a couple steps towards the 4-hole. So the next pitch is a fastball up and away, ball 2. 2 balls, no strikes the count. For McDonald, he's been able to draw a lot of walks in his small sample size. 4 walks in 23 plate appearances, an on-base clip of .292. So the 2-0 is up and away, ball 3. 3 balls, no strikes. So maybe on his way to number 5 right here. Is Roush, for the first time tonight, has really showed struggles with his command here as he winds and delivers. The 3-0 on the way. Taking all the way is McDonald. It's a fastball in the inside corner, strike 1. 3 balls, 1 strike. So he's in the driver's seat right here. Let's see if he can get a pitch over the middle of the plate. Roush turns and tosses. The 3-1 on the way. Swinging a bounding ball, second base side. Stoss charges, picks it up with 2 hands, shuffles across and throws to first base in time to retire McDonald for out number 2. 4-3 put out on the play. 2 up, 2 down here for Roush in this bottom of the third inning. So here comes Reese Anderson to the plate. Anderson manning center field tonight. We've seen him a lot in that position over the last week and a half or so. They're used to seeing him in right field. Was in right field as a defensive replacement back on Sunday. Made the final catch of the game, in fact, against the Moo in the 11th inning last Sunday. So the first pitch is on its way. It's a fastball upstairs, ball 1. 1 ball, no strikes. Anderson hitting .233, 2 RBIs, a stolen base, was 2 for 2 on Sunday with a big bunt single that pushed Justice over to the third base. Set up the sac fly off the bat of Alan Greers. The next pitch is over the middle of the plate, strike 1. Count even out, 1 ball and 1 strike. And it was Alan Greer who picked up the sac fly to center. And then the Trappers the SaberDogs extended their lead on that Jaden Beck home run. So the next pitch is cut on a missed for strike 2. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Anderson looked to be a little bit out in front, maybe a breaking ball right there running down and away. So he's going to look to protect here as he digs back into the right-hander's batter's box. Roush already has 2 strikeouts tonight as he comes set at the belt. Stares in, turns and delivers. Low 1-2 on the way. In the dirt, blocked by the catcher Reinhardt. Ball 2. 2 balls, 2 strikes the count. So Roush, at 33 pitches here through 2 2/3, has been quite efficient this evening. He winds and deals, the 2-2 on the way. Fastball cued off the end of the bat, chopped down the first base line and foul. Count will stay at 2 balls and 2 strikes here. Hayden Schwabe, top of the order on deck here for the Sabre Dogs. Then it'll be Justin Cooper if the Sabre Dogs can get that far, trying to string around their first rally here of the night. As Roush leans in for the sign, glove tucked into his front hip, gets it from his catcher on Reinhardt as he comes set at the chest. Twists and tosses, the 2-2 on the way. Swinging a chopper to the third, played on the long hop by Bramante, who picks it cleanly, steps across, throws to first base to retire Anderson by a step, as that will retire the side. In a rocking chair is Fisher Roush tonight, who's faced the minimum through the first 9 batters of this ball game. We're heading to the top of the fourth, 1-0 Trappers. Your score as you're listening to Expedition League Baseball live on the Souris Valley Sabre Dogs radio network.
This is Bo Brewer for the Souris Valley Sabre Dogs, reminding you that there is a reason why Slim Chicken hangs guitars on their walls and plays the blues. It's the same reason why they only serve you 100% all-natural chicken tenders. It's the way they like it. There is a reason why they treat you like family and serve food just like you would at home. Because you deserve it that way. And there's a reason it's made fresh when you order and served hot, because that is their promise to you. Come see us at Slim Chickens or order online at slimchickens.com.
Sabre Dog fans, be sure to stop down to Capital RV in Minot to register for your chance to win a $15K camper giveaway. If a Sabre Dogs player hits a ball through the home run target beyond the left field fence, one lucky fan will drive home with a brand new camper courtesy of Capital RV. Register in store today. Sabre Dog fans, be sure to stop down to Capital RV in Minot to register for your chance to win a $15K camper giveaway. If a Sabre Dogs player hits a ball through the home run target beyond the left field fence, one lucky fan will drive home with a brand new camper courtesy of Capital RV. Register in store today.
Middle third of this ball game here, 1-0 Trappers lead as we enter the top of the fourth inning. It's going to be Eric Wallington out for his fourth inning of work. We'll get 5, 6, and 7 in this Pierre lineup. Ty Stoss to lead it off. Lefty on left right here. Wallington, look at the tie, his season high in innings pitched, which is 4 innings. He's done it in back-to-back outings. So the first pitch is inside and high, sails over the head of the left-handed hitting Stoss, goes to the backstop. Ball 1. 1 ball, no strikes. So remember, on the first pitch of the second inning, Wallington hit Stoss in the front shoulder with a fastball. This time looked like it was a breaking ball that just slipped out. So he'll look to reset here as he turns and quickly tosses the 1-0. Swing and a foul straight back, strike 1. Count even at 1 ball and 1 strike. Seems like the plan is going to be Kane and Morrow first in relief out of the pen for the Sabre Dogs tonight. We did not see it all on the road trip. So he's fresh and ready to go here for Alex Miklos' Souris Valley Sabre Dogs. Wallington winds and fires the 1-1, swinging a pop-up on the infield, second base side. Buckle ranging to his right as he'll make the backhanded grab for out number 1. So Stoss retired. He's now 0 for 1 tonight. 3 pitches, 1 out here for Wallington. 1 up, 1 down as well. So here comes Joseph Bramante to the plate. There's now 3 consecutive batters retired by Wallington right here. Strikeouts have been aplenty tonight for him. Has picked up 6 through 3 1/3 of an inning's work now. Has concluded each of his first 3 innings with a K as well, as the first pitch is a fastball up and in, ball 1. 1 ball, no strikes. He's already surpassed his season high in that category, which was 5 back in his first outing. Struck out 5 big sticks hitters in 3 innings. 1-0 pitch is swung on it high in the air out to deep right field. Breedwell on his horse towards the track. Turning and looking. This one's gone. Joseph Bramante strikes again. A home run out to deep right field going the other way. Number 3 for him on the season is that doubles the Trappers' lead. It's now 2-0 here in the top of the 4th inning. So an RBI double to deep right field back in the second. A home run in that same direction here in the 4th as well. Impressive opposite field pop for the Trappers' third baseman. That the first home run that Wallington has given up this season. So with 1 out here, Wallington looking to bounce back. Again, 3 home runs now for Bramante, who did not pick up a hit against Souris Valley in that last series here at home. It's the first pitch on the way to Perez is a fastball that runs up and away, ball 1. 1 ball, no strikes. Breedwell quickly watched this one sail over the wall and over his head as Wallington winds and delivers the 1-0. Swing and a miss, strike 1. 1 ball, 1 strike. Wind not particularly carrying out that way either, so Bramante got all of that one. Again, it's blowing out gently towards straightaway center as the 1-1 pitch is swung on and chopped off the end of the bat. Looks like it maybe got the catcher McDonald Strike 2 either way. 1 ball, 2 strikes. The home plate umpire and Paul Sedicase will walk out to the mound to talk to Wallington, giving his catcher and Lance McDonald some time. So Wallington quickly ahead, 1 ball, 2 strikes. After he gave up the double to Bramani back in the second, was able to bounce back immediately, striking up the next 3 batters. Looking like he's on his way to more of the same here. Quickly ahead, 1 ball, 2 strikes here with 1 out. 68th pitch of the night coming up for him. He's set third base side, glove in front of his face. He winds and deals, the 1-2 on the way. Fastball upstairs, ball 2. 2 balls, 2 strikes the count. So Sabre Dogs scoreless through 3 innings. The story tonight for the Trappers has been Fisher Rausch, make that Fisher Rausch, who's been really good this evening, as the 2-2 is outside, ball 3. 3 balls, 2 strikes. For Rausch, he's been able to get through 3 innings. He's given up 1 hit that was immediately raced on a caught stealing attempt by Brewer. So the 3-2 is on its way. Swinging a high fly ball left field. Schwabe jogging to his left. He'll camp underneath it to make the grab for out number 2. Perez just missed that one right there. A breaking ball that he was a bit out in front of. Almost a 3/4 hack, as he didn't look to fully extend his bat. And hit a high skyscraper out to left field that Schwabe was able to run down quite easily. So 2 down now. That'll bring up Brock Reinhardt, the left-handed hitting catcher, to the plate. Wallington, third base side, turns and delivers. His first pitch is swung on and missed. Strike 1. No balls, 1 strike. Fastball in the outside corner right there. No action currently in the Sabre Dogs pen, so we'll see if Wallington gets the 5th inning as well. As he winds and deals, the 0-1 pitch on the way is a fastball pinpointed on the outside corner. Strike 2. He's quickly ahead. No balls and 2 strikes here with 2 outs. 2-0 Trappers. Top of the 4th. 1 run in on the Bramani home run. 0-2 pitch on the way is a fastball outside. Ball 1. 1 ball, 2 strikes here with 2 outs. 2 runs, 3 hits, no errors for the Trappers. No runs, 1 hit, no errors for Souris Valley. Wallington winds and deals, the 2-2 on the way. Make that the 1-2 on the way is a fastball down and in, ball 2. Count now evens up at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Top of the order due up for Souris Valley in the bottom of the 4th inning. Schwabe will lead it off when we return. 2-2 from Wallington. Swing and a foul straight back. Count will stay at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Wallington steps off the mound, readjusts the bill of his hat. Now steps on with 2 feet and comes set from the windup here with nobody on. Field straight up. Wallington winds and deals, the 2-2 on the way. Swinging a chopper right side wide at first. Buckle to his left, dives off his glove, will roll to his left towards the right field line. He's left to put it in his pocket. That'll be an infield single for Brock Reinhardt, his first hit of the night. Tough break, a soft chopper off the turf. It was really hit into no man's land as that ball had eyes on it. Brewer, the first baseman, came off the bag, ranging to his right, could not get it. Buckle in shallow right field was able to make the diving stop initially, but as he started to slide on the ground on his stomach, the ball popped out of his glove and rolled to his right. The pitcher, and make that roll to his left. The pitcher in Wallington was covering on that play, but Reinhardt likely was going to beat it out either way. So here's Bennett Osborne, the 9-0 hitter, to the plate. First pitch is swung on and fouled straight back. Strike 1. No balls, 1 strike. Osborne concluded the top of the 2nd inning after striking out swinging against Wallington. Came into tonight hitting a .143 with 6 RBIs. Infield playing back, Buckle ranging a bit up the middle. Cooper about straight up at short. Outfield straight up as well, besides Anderson, who's taking a couple steps towards right center. Wallington from the third base side pauses at the belt. 0-1 is inside off the glove of McDonald, rolls to the third base dugout. He'll slide and pick it up before it rolls in there. So heading into second base, standing up goes Reinhardt. That will likely be a pass ball on McDonald. And ball 1. 1 ball, 1 strike here with 2 outs. So that'll put Reinhardt in scoring position here. With 2 outs, base hit very well, could score a run. Your arms left to right once again in the outfield. Schwabe, who has a couple of assists. Anderson in center, and Breedwell in right field. Kane and Morrow starting to walk out towards the bullpen in right field for the Sabre Dogs. As Wallington kicks and delivers the 1-1 pitch. It's over the middle of the plate with a fastball. Strike 2. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Here with 2 outs in the top of the 4th. 1 run already in on the home run from Joseph Bramani. He's been responsible for both runs driven in for the Trappers tonight. Wallington shakes once, now nods third base side of the belt. Lifts and delivers, the 1-2 on the way. Swing and a foul straight back. Count will stay at 1 ball, 2 strikes. Good work from the Trappers, really punching up the pitch count here for Wallington with 2 strikes. Have been able to foul off a ton of good pitches. Reinhardt had a good at-bat, spoiling a lot of pitches. Perez worked a full count as well. Bermani tilts in, now comes set in agreement with McDonald. Checks second twice, now looks back in and fires the 1-2 on the way. Fastball just a bit upstairs, ball 2. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Reinhardt at second base will be going on contact after the infield single. He takes his shuffling lead from second. Fans clapping their hands here at the ballpark. Wallington leans in. He's set third base side. Lifts and delivers. The pitch on the way. Strike! 3 called. Got him on the inside corner. Another strikeout for Wallington. That's number 7 on the night. He's finished each of his first 4 innings of work with a K. Heading to the bottom of the 4th. 2-0 Trappers, your score. Top of the lineup due up for the Sabre Dogs when we come back.
SaberDog fans, be sure to stop down to Capital RV in Minot to register for your chance to win a $15K camper giveaway. If a SaberDogs player hits a ball through the home run target beyond the left field fence, one lucky fan will drive home with a brand new camper courtesy of Capital RV. Register in store today. SaberDog fans, be sure to stop down to Capital RV in Minot to register for your chance to win a $15K camper giveaway. If a SaberDogs player hits a ball through the home run target beyond the left field fence, one lucky fan will drive home with a brand new camper courtesy of Capital RV. Register in store today. SaberDog fans, be sure to stop down to Capital RV in Minot to register for your chance to win a $15K camper giveaway. If a SaberDogs player hits a ball through the home run target beyond the left field fence, one lucky fan will drive home with a brand new camper courtesy of Capital RV. Register in store today. SaberDog fans, be sure to stop down to Capital RV in Minot to register for your chance to win a $15K camper giveaway. If a SaberDogs player hits a ball through the home run target beyond the left field fence, one lucky fan will drive home with a brand new camper courtesy of Capital RV. Register in store today. SaberDog fans, be sure to stop down to Capital RV in Minot to register for your chance to win a $15K camper giveaway. If a SaberDogs player hits a ball through the home run target beyond the left field fence, one lucky fan will drive home with a brand new camper courtesy of Capital RV. Register in store today. SaberDog fans, be sure to stop down to Capital RV in Minot to register for your chance to win a $15K camper giveaway. If a SaberDogs player hits
Bottom half of the 4th inning, 2-0 Trappers, your score. Fisher Rausch has been in a rocking chair here tonight for Pierre. Has faced the minimum through the first time through the lineup, 9 of 9 down. The one blemish, the single to Bo Brewer, which was immediately eliminated after he was caught stealing second base. Second time through, SaberDogs looking to see the ball better out of Rausch's right hand. Schwabe shows bunt, pulls back, takes a strike on the inside corner. No balls, 1 strike. Schwabe going with the high socks tonight. I was proud. He asked me before the game, should he go with high socks or long pants? And I said, let's try the high socks tonight. Makes him look faster. Doesn't need them, though. Has already stolen 31 bags this year. 0-1, swinging a bounding ball, second base side, past the diving glove of the second baseman Stassen to center field for a base hit. So there's another hit for Caden Schwabe, 1 for 2 with the high socks so far this season. He'll take first base to open up the bottom of the 4th inning. Second hit of the evening for the SaberDogs. And you gotta bet Caden Schwabe's getting the green light at first base. So here comes Justin Cooper to the plate. He's 0 for 1, popped out to the shortstop in Connor back in the 1st inning. Third baseman in Bermani playing in front of the bag at third base, ready for a potential drag bunt. Middle infielders ranging in double play depth. First pitch on the way is a breaking ball that misses inside and high, ball 1. 1 ball, no strikes to count. So 2-0 Trappers extending their lead in the top of the 4th inning after a home run from Bermani out to right field. You can really call it Joseph Bermani to the SaberDogs nothing as he's driven in both runs for Pierre tonight. Rausch from the stretch for just the second time tonight. There goes Schwabe, pitching the ways upstairs. Throw from the knees from the catcher. Reinhardt's not in time as Schwabe will slide into second base safely. There is stolen base number 32 on the year as he extends his Expedition League lead in that category. He is now 12 stolen bases away from tying the single season record here in the Expedition League for stolen bases in a year. That was set by former SaberDog star Mason Dennison back in the inaugural season in 2018, who had 44. The good news is we're just in game number 30. We got 34 more to play for Schwabe to steal 12 more bases to tie it, 13 to take the lead and break that record. So good stuff from Caden Schwabe as the 2-0 is on its way. Fastball down and away, ball 3. 3 balls, no strikes. Again, 32 stolen bases on the year. Through 30 games, he's averaging more than 1 per game. Incredible stuff. He's now in scoring position at second. 3-0 is a fastball over Broadway for strike 1. 3 balls, 1 strike. Cooper has driven in 8 runs on the year, has some good speed himself. He's been with the ball club for just about 2 weeks, already has 4 stolen bags. Bo Brewer looming on deck. 3-1 pitch on the way. Fastball misses upstairs for ball 4. First walk surrendered by Roush tonight is that'll put Cooper on first base. Sabre Dogs have something brewing here for the first time tonight. And speak of the devil, here comes Bo Brewer to the plate. First and second, nobody out. And you have the Expedition League leader in RBIs at the dish, just what the doctor ordered for the Sabre Dogs. Brewer hit a rocket to left field his last time up on a line, just over the leaping glove of the third baseman Bramani to extend his hitting streak to 30 games on the year. Looking for another knock right now. Schwabe at second, Cooper at first. Both go. Pitch on the way is down low. Throw down to second from Reinhardt's not going to be in time. Stolen bases for Schwabe and Cooper. Schwabe's 33rd on the year, second of the inning. For Cooper, that is number 5, and the pitch, was a strike at the knees. The catcher and Reinhardt, knowing the speed of Schwabe, decided to just go with the back runner and Cooper, who runs well himself. So a good spot here for Bo Brewer. No balls, 1 strike to count, nobody out. Tremendous speed on the base paths, second and third. Middle infielders playing back, corners drawn even. 0-1, breaking ball at the top of the zone, strike 2. No balls, 2 strikes. Speaking of records, Brewer has 43 RBIs on the year. The current single-season record was E.J. Rennell, another Sabre Dog back from 2018, who won the MVP that year with 71. So Brewer, 30 games through the year, has 43. Just has to pick up a smidge under 30 more runs batted in. 0-2, swing and a miss, gets away from the catcher Reinhardt. Coming to the plate is going to be Schwabe. Brewer safe at first base as the catcher Reinhardt just put it in his pocket. Absolutely had a play at first base, but he holds on. Run scores. That's Schwabe as the Sabre Dogs pick up their first run of the night. It's now 2-1 here in the bottom of the 4th inning. And again, this was a fastball swung on and missed from the right-handed swinging Brewer. Glanced off the edge of the glove of Reinhardt. It will be a pass ball. Rolled about 5 or 6 feet to his right. Brewer with his head up ran to first base. And I absolutely believe Reinhardt had a play over there, but then saw Schwabe racing to the plate. And I think he saw the pitcher Roush wasn't covering in time, so he gave up on it. And by the time he could have turned and pivoted back to first base, Brewer would have likely been safe either way. So first and second, still nobody out. Here's Steven Moretto. First pitch, swinging a soft ground ball left side, fielded by Bramani. Shuffles to second, throws to second for 1. That'll be all they get. So that'll be a 5-4 fielder's choice. Cooper moves to third base on the play. Safe at first base is Moretto. On that play, Bramani struggled to get the ball to his throwing hand, had to double clutch and take an extra shuffle, which is probably the reason why Moretto beat it out. Likely could have been a 5-4-3 twin killer. Was softly hit, so it was a slow developing play either way. Sabre Dogs will take it, though. First and third, 1 away. Tying run at third base and Cooper. Go-ahead run at first and Moretto. Here's Jaden Schaefer. Third baseman Bramani even with the bag. Shortstop Connor ranging up the middle. Wide hole in the 6 hole as the first pitch is a fastball downstairs. Ball 1. 1 ball, no strikes. Second baseman Stoss about straight up, so this infield shifting at Schaefer to pull, but with the third baseman Bramani drawn even with the bag, almost has no range, so any ground ball to the left side of the infield likely sneaks through for a hit and an RBI. 2-1 Trappers now, bottom of the 4th, the 1-0. Fastball on the inside corner, strike 1. 1 ball, 1 strike. That's a big, big break that Brewer was able to reach, and Schwabe was able to score on that strikeout pass ball, because that keeps the inning alive. Of course, now, with just 1 out, you could tie the game with a fly ball. Moretto takes a shuffling lead from first. The 1-1 is inside, goes off the glove of the catcher Reinhardt. He keeps it in front of him, however. 2 balls, 1 strike. So Reinhardt struggling to receive the ball right now. Again, with Roush on the mound. That one a little bit more of a tougher one. Had to reach all the way to his right. Looked like he was setting up outside, so had to reach across his body. The good news was he was able to keep it in front of him. Runners at the corners, 1 down. There goes Moretto. 2-1 on the way. Is a breaking ball for a strike. The catcher Reinhardt will just hold on to it instead of making a throw. So into second base with the slide goes Moretto, his first stolen base in the Sabre Dogs uniform. That eliminates the double play, the potential double play ball on the ground at least. This will be second and third, 1 out, 2 balls, 2 strikes. Shortstop and Connor now backs up onto the cut of the outfield grass, still about behind second base as the next pitch just swung on and missed for strike 3. Blocked by Reinhardt, throws to third base, back in safely goes Cooper. So safe at first is Jaden Schaefer. How about that? The second time in this frame, a Sabre Dog has reached on either a strikeout wild pitch or a strikeout pass ball. And again, Schaefer was dead meat at first base. The catcher and Reinhardt had plenty of time to throw him out, but Cooper, the runner at third base, got in his head as he took a couple of convincing and emphatic steps towards the plate. The catcher and Reinhardt tried to snap him at third base, making that snap throw, but the throw was a bit high, and Cooper got back in safely. So a strikeout pass ball, a strikeout wild pitch, still just one out. The bases are loaded here for Declan Buckle. Double play is certainly in order. Force it all backs. First pitch is a breaking ball, down and away ball 1. 1 ball, no strikes. So the Sabre Dogs will take advantage of it, and again, if you're this Trappers defense and this ball club in general, you cannot give the Sabre Dogs extra outs with how aggressive they run the base paths. And obviously, given they're the number 1 team in the league offensively. Next pitch spiked in the dirt, blocked by the catcher Reinhardt. Ball 2. 2 balls, no strikes. So a hitter's count here for Buckle. Has 4 RBIs in the year, 0 for 1 tonight. Struck out swinging on a breaking ball down in the dirt. Back to conclude the bottom of the second. Your base runners, Schaefer at first, Moretto at second, Brewer at third base. Make that Cooper at third base. 2-0, fastball, sails upstairs, ball 3. 3 balls, no strikes. Roush has already walked 1 batter tonight. That was Cooper. Back the second hitter he faced. And he's got to find the zone right here. You got to bet that Buckle is taking all the way right now. Corners drawn in, middle back. The wind, the toss, the 3-0. Fastball at the knees. Outside corner, strike 1. Buckle likely taking all the way. 3 balls, 1 strike. So the infielders, the corner infielders drawn in, likely looking for at least a force at the plate, if not 2. Here's the wind, the 3-1 on the way. Swinging a pop-up, fouled straight back over the grandstands into the parking lot for strike 2. Count now runs full at 3 balls and 2 strikes. Shadows creeping in from straightaway center as well as in front of the first base dugout, being casted by the trees right behind the first base grandstands. Should not play a role until about the 6th or 7th inning here tonight. Count full. Here's the wind. The 3-2 on the way. Fastball misses inside for ball 4. That'll force in Cooper from third base as the Sabre Dogs have tied this ball game up. 2-2 here in the bottom of the 4th inning. RBI for Buckle, his 5th on the season. As that keeps the bases loaded, still just 1 out, as Jared Breedwell will come to the plate. So a good spot here for the Sabre Dogs to take the lead. Base hit likely scores 2. Your arms left to right in the outfield. Osborne, Mast, and Cardoso. Again, still force it all backs. Corner still drawn in front of their respective bases. Middle playing back, looking for a double play ball. First pitch to Breedwell is buried in the dirt, smothered by the catcher Reinhardt. Ball 1. 1 ball, no strikes. No action currently in the Trappers bullpen. Kanan Morrow continues to toss down the right field side for the Sabre Dogs. We'll see if Eric Wallington will come out for the 5th. Currently bailed out for the 2 runs he gave up, tied at 2. So the 1-0 is down low, ball 2. 2 balls, no strikes. So if he does not come out for the 5th inning, will be handed the no decision. However, the Sabre Dogs can take the lead right here. If he could get through another inning and complete 5, he would be in line for his 2nd win, assuming the Sabre Dogs hold on. 2-0 pitch is down and away, ball 3. 3 balls, no strikes to count. And for Roush, who was incredibly efficient through the first time through the lineup, faced the minimum the entire way, tossed just about 35 pitches or so, has thrown about 25 pitches in this inning, now has 60. The 3-0, fastball on the outside corner, strike 1. 3 balls, 1 strike. Fans did not like that one. Looked to maybe be an inch or 2 off. Set a case maybe expanding the zone a little bit here with 3 balls and no strikes. Still a hitter's count here for Breedwell. The wind, the delivery, the 3-1. Fastball down and away for ball 4. Back-to-back walks, 3rd of the inning, surrendered by Fisher Roush, as that will force in Steven Moretto to score as the Sabre Dogs take their first lead of the night. It is now 3-2 here in the bottom of the 4th inning. RBI for Breedwell, his 3rd of the year. Sabre Dogs will take the breaks, a lot of them in this inning. The strikeout pass ball, the strikeout wild pitch, both of which in which Brewer and Schaefer reached. Back-to-back bases loaded walks to Buckle and Breedwell. They now lead 3-2 and are looking for more as the bases are loaded with 1 out for Lance MacDonald. Currently a meeting at the mound with the entire infield here for the Trappers. Likely just trying to slow the pace down here for Roush, who's started to struggle for really the first time tonight. Faced 9 batters through the first 3 innings. Has currently faced 7 here in this 4th inning alone. Has just retired 1 batter. So here's Lance McDonald. He's 0 for 1 today. Grounded out to the second baseman, Stoss, back in the 3rd inning. Looking to break out right here as 1 RBI in the year. Standing in from the left side with the righty in, Rush on the mound. Runners make that corner infielders drawn in once again. Middle infield back, shortstop Connor playing almost straight behind the second base bag. Breedwell at first, Buckle at second, Schaefer at third. First pitch, bites the outside corner. Looked like maybe an off-speed pitch right there. Roush took some off of that one. No balls, 1 strike. Here with 1 out. Outfield shifting McDonald slightly to pull. Left fielder Osborne, however, is towards the left field line. Big gap in left center as the next pitch runs up and away, ball 1. 1 ball, 1 strike. Meanwhile, the center fielder and Mast has taken a couple steps towards right center, so there's a large gap in that alley in the left center field gap. If McDonald can punch one there, 3 runs likely score. 1-1 pitch is a fastball at the knees, strike 2. 1 ball, 2 strikes. McDonald digs back into the left-hander's batter's box, straight up stance from the left side. Breedwell takes his lead from first, Buckle from second, Schaefer from third. The 1-2 on the way. Swing and a miss for strike 3. Out in front was McDonald on a breaking ball, it looked like right there. He's caught him on his front knee for out number 2. Strikeout number 3 of the inning. Here for Roush, just out number 2 here in the 4th. For him on the night, he now has 5 Ks, and he's an out away from limiting the damage to 3 and keeping the deficit at 1. Here's Reese Anderson. 2 outs. Runners will be going on contact. Base is still packed. Anderson 0 for 1, grounded out to the third baseman, Bramani, his last time up. First pitch, fastball spiked, blocked by the catcher Reinhardt, who glided to his right. Was able to keep in front of him with his glove for ball 1, 1 ball, no strikes. And that's always so tough with the fastball. 1, you're never expecting it to be in the dirt. But 2, obviously, it's coming harder, so you have less time to react. Almost just pivoted his glove to the right and then shifted his body afterwards. Was able to keep it in front of him with his wrists. Roush from the wind. 1-0, breaking ball hit high in the air out to right center field. Cardoso ranging to his right. He'll waltz underneath it to make the grab to end the inning. But the SaberDogs send 9 men to the plate here in the bottom of the 4th inning, bring around 3 runs to score after 2 runners reached on pitches on a wild pitch, a pass ball, and 2 runs came around to score on back-to-back bases-loaded walks. We got a 3-2 SaberDogs lead as we head to the top of the 5th inning. You're listening to Expedition League Baseball live on the Souris Valley SaberDogs radio network.
We all protect what we love. It's instinct. We do everything we can to keep our loved ones safe, and they do everything to keep us safe. Seatbelts save lives. It's an indisputable fact, and buckling up is something we all can do.
Buckle up, Dad.
Seatbelts save lives. Buckle up. Every trip, every time. Brought to you by the North Dakota Department of Transportation through Vision Zero. We all protect what we love. It's instinct. We do everything we can to keep our loved ones safe, and they do everything to keep us safe. Seatbelts save lives. It's an indisputable fact, and buckling up is something we all can do.
Buckle up, Dad.
Seatbelts save lives. Buckle up. Every trip, every time. Brought to you by the North Dakota Department of Transportation through Vision Zero. We all protect what we love. It's instinct. We do every...
Welcome back to Corbett Field, top half of the 5th inning. SaberDogs lead for the first time tonight, 3-2. For the first time in 9 days, we're going to see hard-throwing right-hander Kanan Morrow on the bump here for Souris Valley. This will be his 6th outing of the year, 2-1 record with a 7.56 ERA. He's picked up a save as well. Save came back about a week ago in his last outing against these very Pierre Trappers. Pitched a scoreless inning, struck out 2 along the way. He's also struck out 23 batters in 16 2/3 of an inning's work. And that arm is rested. Talked to him today, said he was still working out, getting his work in to stay fresh, ready for this opportunity right here. This will be his 3rd relief outing of the year. Remember, back through his first 3 outings, he was starting ball games, went 4 innings in each of those 3 outings. Then at his first relief outing of the year against the Spuds back on June 16th, and the last homestand went 3 2/3. And then an inning in relief in the 9th against the Trappers back on June 20th. And that was a good one for him back in his comfortable spot as a closer where he normally finds himself in when he's pitching at Paris Junior College. So he'll have a quick conversation with Lance McDonald here as he opens up this top of the 5th inning, looking to hold this lead for the Sabre Dogs. We'll see how deep he goes tonight. Again, he's been quite versatile this season. 4 innings, as we mentioned, his first 3 outings, 3 2/3 in his first relief outing, and tossed a good frame back against the Trappers to close out the game in the top of the 9th back make that 2 Sundays ago. He's going to get the top of the order here for the Trappers. Caden Cardoso, the second baseman, will lead it off. He's 0 for 2 today. Grounded out to short and lined out to left back in the 3rd. Morrow winds and deals the first pitch. Is a fastball on the outside corner, strike 1. No balls, 1 strike. Morrow will feature a very hard fastball, a split, a breaking ball as well. As he winds and delivers the 0-1 pitch on the way. Swing and a miss, strike 2. No balls, 2 strikes. In his last outing against the Trappers, talked to him after the game. He only threw fastballs. Has the same catching partner here tonight as he did on that Sunday evening in Lance McDonald. He's quickly ahead 0-2. Turns in, tosses the pitch on the way. He's just a bit down low. A fastball, 1 ball, 2 strikes. Cardoso, Connor, and Mast to open up this top of the 5th as we're just about halfway through this one at Corbett. Morrow winds and delivers. Low 1-2 on the way. Swinging a line drive left field. Schwabe takes a couple steps to his right. He'll make the backhanded grab just about 5 feet in front of the track for out number 1. Schwabe's had a couple of hard line drives in his direction today. Has played both of them perfectly. In fact, both of them off the bat of Cardoso. One took Schwabe towards the gap to his left and left center. The other one taking him towards the left field line. Cardoso hit that one hard on the button. Unfortunately, right in the vicinity of Caden Schwabe, who this year has displayed that he can cover the entire earth with how fast he is. Takes efficient routes as well. It's the first pitch on the way to Patrick Connors. A fastball down low, ball 1. 1 ball, no strikes. Connors reached base twice, 2 stole the bases, a single and a walk. 1-0 pitch, fastball upstairs, ball 2. 2 balls, no strikes. 2 runs, 4 hits, no errors for the Trappers. 3 runs, 2 hits, no errors for Souris Valley. Morrow winds and tosses the 2-0. Fastball misses inside as it just misses grazing the front shoulder of Connor. 3 balls, no strikes to count here with 1 out. Walks haven't been too much of an issue for Morrow. So the next pitch on the way is a fastball for a strike, 3-1. Again, he did walk 6 against the Spuds back on June 16th, but a lot of those walks came back late in that game after he started to fatigue a little bit. The pitch count got up in the upper 80s, lower 90s. The 3-1 is grounded softly to the right side. Buckle ranges to his right, picks it up with his backhanded glove, throws to first base. That's in time to retire Connor. Route number 2, 2 up, 2 down. May have been a broken bat right there as it was capped off the end of the bat of Connor. Softly trickled up the middle of the diamond. Buckle with a lot of poise was able to make the play quickly. 2 outs now for the 3-hole hitter in center field tonight for the Trappers and Eric Mast. Back to that outing. Morrow was actually very good through his first 3 innings. Ended up striking out 6 batters that night, but really started to labor with his command. Walked 6 batters after those 3 innings. This is the first pitch to Mast. Is swung on it, popped up left side, slicing out of play. Strike 1, no balls, 1 strike. And again, that weighs his whip just a little bit, which sits a smidge over 2 after that outing. Currently came into this one at 1.98. But if you take those 6 walks away, it's really just 8 walks in 16 2/3. 0-1, fastball, up and away, ball 1. 1 ball, no strikes. In fact, coming into that outing, through 12 innings, had walked 8 batters, which isn't too terrible. I'm sure he would have liked it to be a little bit lower. So the 1-1 pitch is on its way. Fastball at the knees, outside corner, strike 2. 1 ball, 2 strikes. So Morrow, looking for his first strikeout, would be a good way to cap his first inning of work. 3-2 Sabre Dogs, your score, top of the 5th. Morrow, first base side of the rubber, glove set in front of his chest. As he twists and delivers, the 1-2 on the way, swinging a high fly ball deep right center. Breedwell ranging to his right towards the track. He'll run underneath it to make the backhanded grab to retire the side. Good first inning of work for Kanan Morrow as he sets down the top of the Trappers lineup in order 1, 2, 3. Halfway through this one here in the Magic City, 3-2 Sabre Dogs, your score as we head to the bottom of the 5th. Due up for Souris Valley will be the top of the order, Caden Schwabe, Justin Cooper, and Bo Brewer when we come back as you're listening to Expedition League Baseball live on the Souris Valley Sabre Dogs Radio Network.
Life is all about moments, big moments, small moments, and those moments you just can't put into words. It's how we at First International Bank and Trust live first and have been for more than 110 years. One customer, one family, one moment at a time. First International Bank and Trust. Live first. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Welcome back to Corbett Field. 3-2 Sabre Dogs, your scores. We've hit the midway point through 4.5 here in Minot. Bottom of the fifth inning coming up. Before we resume play, let's take a look at the standings in the Lewis Division. Very favorable towards your Sabre Dogs, who have been just fantastic this season. They currently stand in first place with a record of 20-9, 3.5 games above the Big Sticks, who are 16-12. The Tommyknockers, who are right on the Sabre Dogs' heels, and in fact in first place for a couple of weeks, have gone on a slide, have lost 9 of their last 10, 14-5, now 6 games back. The Whiskey Jacks 4th, the Spuds 5th, and the Horseheads at the bottom of the division at 7-21. And the good news, if you're just tuning in, the Sabre Dogs, with their win on Sunday, clinched a berth to the postseason. Will have home field advantage in the divisional round this August. So here's Caden Schwabe to lead it off against Roush. First pitch on the way is a breaking ball that bites the inside corner, strike one. No balls, one strike. So they'll host either the winner of the Lewis Division in the second half, or if the Sabre Dogs win that division in the second half, they'll face the team with the second best overall record through the first two halves. So the next pitch to Schwabe is down and away, ball one. 1 ball, 1 strike. And this will be their first playoff appearance since they lost to the Big Sticks back at the divisional round at Astoria Field in 2019. Here's the wind, the 1-1 to Schwabe. Swing and a miss, strike two. 1 ball, 2 strikes. And in fact, for the Sabre Dogs, they've never won a postseason series before, have never appeared in the championship round. So they're happy to be back. And they've got a good ball club this year, obviously displayed by the record of 20-9 through the first 29 ball games. But statistically speaking, the offensive numbers they've been able to post have almost been unheard of. As there's a swing and a ground ball wide of first. Second baseman Stoss ranging to his left. Can't pick it cleanly, as it will roll behind him towards the right field line. So safe at first base will be Schwabe. We'll see if they rule out a hit or an error. I might give him a hit on that play. Stoss had arranged a long way to his left, and even if he picks this up cleanly, Schwabe runs well. Very likely would have beaten it out either way. We'll get to the official scoring when we can. Either way, it's the second time that Schwabe has reached base this evening. So with nobody out, here comes Justin Cooper. It looks like they are going to give him a hit. So Schwabe is now 2 for 3 today as he continues to climb up the batting average totals at 453. As the first pitch to Justin Cooper is a fastball that buzzes inside, ball 1. 1 ball, no strikes. And I've said it before, but I'll say it again because it's underlooked immensely. Schwabe coming into tonight hitting 453. As there's a check over to first base. Close, and it's in time to nab Schwabe at first base as Roush picks him off. A perfect throw right there as the first baseman Adams caught it as he was basically at the same time applying the tag onto the front hip of Schwabe for out number 1. So Schwabe, who's been tremendous on the base paths this year, picked off for the first time by a right-handed pitcher. So that'll eliminate the leadoff single. The 1-0 to Cooper. Fastball upstairs, ball 2. 2 balls, no strikes. Back to Schwabe. He's second in the Expedition League, hitting 453, higher after the 2 for 3 night so far, but is undershadowed by Brewer, justifiably because Brewer's season has been phenomenal. So the next pitch is a breaking ball over the middle third of the plate, strike 1. 2 balls, 1 strike. But Brewer, who leads the league convincingly in average at 504, that's climbed as he's 1 for 2 tonight. 2-1 pitch is inside again, just misses grazing the jersey of Cooper for ball 3. 3 balls, 1 strike. And Schwabe, who is just fantastic for the Big Six last year, has been even better for the Sabre Dogs this year. Quite a fantastic addition by Alex Miklos. 3-1 pitch, breaking ball in the outside corner, strike 2. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Cooper, another fantastic addition, a guy that many Sabre Dogs fans saw last year, product of Texas Southern University. As the payoff pitch is on its way, swinging a foul off the catcher on Reinhardt. Count will stay at 3 balls and 2 strikes. Bo Brewer on deck here with 1 out. 2 runs, 4 hits, no errors for Pierre. 3 runs, 3 hits, no errors for Souris Valley. Roush just about at 80 pitches so far. Next one will be number 79 through 4 1/3. Count runs full. He winds, steals the payoff pitch in the way. Is a breaking ball just a bit upstairs for ball 4. Second consecutive plate appearance and inning in which Cooper has drawn a walk. That is now the 4th walk surrendered by Roush tonight. So that puts Cooper at first base with 1 out. Good job of taking that one right there. Breaking ball that almost backed up a little bit. the top of the zone, almost bit that top edge of the strike zone, in fact, but didn't break down enough, and Cooper was able to lay off of it and take it for a close ball 4. Here's Bo Brewer, 1 for 2, single to the first, struck out back in the second, but reached on the pass ball by the catcher Reinhardt. So there's a swing and a foul off the home plate umpire, Paul Sedekase, for strike 1. No balls, 1 strike to count. Justin Cooper reaching base yet again. Has been fantastic this year. His last 5 games have really been tremendous. We mentioned it earlier in the broadcast. Last 5 ball games, hitting .353, 6 hits, a double, 6 RBIs, 4 walks. Tremendous stuff as he goes. Good jump. Throw down to second from Reinhardt will not be made as he can't make the clean transition to his throwing hand. So there's another stolen base for Justin Cooper as he adds on to that fantastic line over the last week. His second of the ball game, 6th of the season as he's in scoring position here with 1 out. And not particularly a bad pitch for Reinhardt to throw on. A pitch up and out of the strike zone. Helped him pop out of the crouch a little bit earlier. Cooper got a really good jump. Left about a second before Roush delivered, so throw maybe didn't even matter as the next pitch is a breaking ball that runs outside and low. 2 balls, 1 strike. So for the Sabre Dogs now, they did not steal a bag in the first 3 innings. Main reason why, they only had 1 hitter that reached that was on the Brewers single who did try to steal but was caught. But since then, since that 4th inning, they've stolen 4 bags. Inside move to first base, make that a spin move to second base, trying to pick off Cooper not in time as he slides back safely. Count will remain at 2 balls and 1 strike. So those 4 stolen bases, if you add that to their total coming into this game, which is 109, good for second in the league. They now have 113. Continue to climb the leaderboards. Just trailing Sioux Falls. 2-1, fastball down the way, ball 3. 3 balls, 1 strike. And coming into this game, Sioux Falls at 117. Not quite sure how many the Sunfish have had tonight, but assuming they have had none, it's currently 117 to 113 on that leaderboard here as they continue to dominate the league in that category. The 3rd place team is the Sasquatch, who have 42. As the 3-1 pitch is swung on and grounded down the third base line and foul, strike 2. 3 balls, 2 strikes. The Trappers currently tied for 10th with 42 stolen bases, and what's even more fascinating is the Sabre Dogs have over 60 more stolen bases than the Trappers this year, 109 to 42. But the Sabre Dogs have been caught less. 22 times they've been caught. 23 now if you include Brewer. The Trappers have been caught 25 times this year, 2nd in the league. 3-2 pitch on the way is a fastball. Make that a breaking ball down the way for ball 4, blocked by the catcher on Reinhardt. Brewer will trot over to first base. Back-to-back walks, 5th in the last 2 innings, allowed by Roush. 1st and 2nd, 1 away. Taking a look at the Trappers bullpen, someone starting to warm up down there for Roush, who has been laboring with his command the last couple of innings, and it's going to get tough right here. Steven Moretto, a threatening bat, coming to the plate. Moretto is 0 for 2 tonight, struck out looking in the 2nd, grounded into a 5-4 fielder's choice in the 4th, but did steal a base, came around to score on a bases loaded walk. 1st and 2nd, 1 away, good speed on the base paths. First pitch, he's up and away with a breaking ball, ball 1. 1 ball, no strikes. Moretto, a big, threatening right-handed bat. A lot of experience for this ball club as well. He's played in the Northwoods League, the Cape Cod League. Upperclassman. One of the big leaders on this ball club. It's the 1-0 pitch is swung on and hammered down the left field line, and it will hook foul by about 5 or 6 feet for strike 1. 1 ball, 1 strike. Moretto, a little bit out in front of that one, hit that on a line. Was top spinning away from the left fielder Osborne, who was ranging to his right. So we'll see if Moretto can time something up right here and smash something into a gap. Again, as we mentioned, Cooper runs very well at 2nd. Brewer, same story at 1st. Outfield straight up, infield shifting, Moretto to pull. The second baseman Stoss ranging up the middle. The shortstop Connor a couple steps into the 6 hole. 1-1, swing and a miss. Strike 2, blocked by the catcher and Reinhardt as it was a breaking ball down and away. Count moves to 1 ball and 2 strikes. Reinhardt's been working hard back there tonight. Again, has struggled a little bit with receiving the ball, particularly in that 4th inning, but still has been blocking almost every pitch he can, particularly a lot of pitches where he has to range to his right. He's been able to hold a lot of Sabre Dogs base runners in their tracks. Blocking that pitch, mighty important, because not only prevents the 2nd and 3rd spot, but keeps the double play in order. Roush from the stretch. Belt tie, pauses, and delivers the 1-2. Fastball down low, gets away from the catcher and Reiner to the backstop. Jogging into third base goes Cooper. Right behind him in the 2nd goes Brewer. as the count runs to 2 balls and 2 strikes. We'll see if they rule that one a pass ball or a wild pitch. I don't know if it touched the ground right there. May have crossed Moretto at about the ankles. Either way, gets to the backstop and advances runners to second and third here with 1 out. Looks like the middle infielders will be playing back. Will exchange a ground ball out for a run. Third baseman and Bramante playing even with the bag at third base. First baseman Adams looks like he's taking a couple steps in and will play even with the bag as well. So Roush takes a step off the mound, resets himself as he takes a deep breath, now climbs up the top of the hill, digs his right foot into the first base side of the rubber, plants his left foot right next to it as he leans it for the sign with his glove tucked into his front hip. Now brings the ball to his glove at the belt and winds and tosses the 2-2. Swing and a foul straight back. Count will stay at 2 balls and 2 strikes here with 1 out. 3-2 Sabre Dogs, your score. Bottom of the 5th, they're looking for more, threatening with runners on second and third. On deck, the designated hitter, left-handed hitter, and Jaden Schaefer. Roush stares deeply into the fingers of Reinhardt as he gets his sign, likely going through multiple with Brewer at second base. He winds and delivers the 2-2 on the way. Fastball misses, make that a breaking ball, misses up and in ball 3. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Pitch count continuing to climb here for Roush. That pitch is 91st of the ball game as he's gotten through 4 1/3 of an inning's work. Innings high for Roush this season, 5, back on the 16th of June. 3-2, swing and a miss for strike 3. Blew a fastball by Moretto for a big out number 2. Quite a big battle between Fisher Roush and Steven Moretto right there. A long at bat. That will hold runners at second and third. It's going to be the 4th strikeout of the last 2 innings for Roush. His 5th on the night in total. And now with 2 outs, no runs in. That makes the pickoff of Caden Schwabe back to open up the inning that much more important, as Roush can get out of this inning unscathed, keeping the deficit to 1. Here's Declan Buckle. Make that Jaden Schaefer. First pitch. Fastball up and away, ball 1. 1 ball, no strikes. Declan Buckle currently looming on deck. First base is open here. Schaefer 0 for 2, grounded out to second. Reached on the strikeout wild pitch back in the 4th inning. Brewer at third base, Cooper at third. There goes Brewer for the plate, stealing home. Pitch is caught, tag applied is going to be the home plate umpire, and Paul Sedeke is currently calling time right now, and he's going to call Cooper safe. Cooper has stolen home plate, the second time we've seen that in as many games, and it looks like maybe he's saying that the catcher and Reinhardt maybe reached too far over the plate. Again, it's hard to tell. Maybe there was interference. Blocking the plate is probably the call, in fact. But again, if you have the ball, you're allowed to block the plate, which is what confuses me right here. Maybe he's saying that he reached too far out before he caught the pitch, which didn't create a lane for Cooper. Again, a lot of confusion right now as Reinhardt is trying to plead his case to the home plate umpire and Paul Sedeke. Sedeke's now talking with Tony Archina, the field umpire right now. But if everything holds, the Sabre Dogs will have pulled off a straight steal of home twice in the last 2 games. First, it was Schwabe on Sunday in Fremont. Now Cooper here, who was trying to take advantage of the long windup from Roush, who was taking a long time to deliver the ball to the plate. So Archina and Sedeke will separate now. Looks like the call is going to hold here. Again, it's tough to tell what the reason is why, but my thought is maybe that the catcher and Reinhardt did not give Cooper a lane, maybe trying to reach out too early. But again, he received the pitch, it looked like, and then applied the tag. Currently, the head coach for the Trappers pointing at home plate, having a conversation with Sedeke right now. Again, obviously not happy given the fact that the Trappers were an out away from getting out of that inning without a run scoring. So currently the score is 4-2 Sabre Dogs, as the catcher and Reinhardt is not happy with Sedeke right now, emphatically pointing his hands towards the first base side. So is the home plate umpire. And again, what makes this even more interesting is that there was a left-handed hitter at the plate. So there was an open lane for Cooper to come around to score, but it also makes it easier on the catcher and Reinhardt, because generally with a right-hander at the plate and a runner stealing home, he will stand in that right-hander's batter's box. Not only that, but you add to the fact that the pitch was a fastball off the plate in the direction of third base that brought Reinhardt in that direction, made it even easier, and the tag beat him. But Sedeke is arguing that there was some interference of some sort that may have prevented Cooper from sliding in efficiently, as there's still a conversation at home plate. All of the Trappers infielders having a conversation with the field umpire and Tony Archina. And again, it looks like that both Archina and Sedeke agree right here, as Archina is emphatically talking to them, trying to explain the situation as well. Meanwhile, it'll be 4-2 Sabre Dogs here in the bottom of the 5th inning. Moving to third base on the play also is Brewer, so he picks up a stolen base. That's his 15th of the year. For Cooper, that's his third stolen base of the last 2 innings. He now has 7 on the year. Sedekase is still arguing here. And again, hasn't tossed him. I'll respect him for that, is letting him plead his case and argue right here. Again, a very controversial play right now in what's a very tight game. So the second base umpire, Tony Archina, will walk over and now separate the two. Again, the home plate umpire, the head coach for the Trappers, is not happy as he is screaming back at the home plate umpire, Sedekase, as he heads back to the third base dugout. Now in the face of the second base umpire, Archina, as he points to the ground with a lot of energy. So he'll retreat back to the third base dugout, and now he's been thrown out of this game. Sedekase gave him about 5-6 minutes to argue. Something must have been said as he went back to the third base dugout, because Sedekase, the home plate umpire, instantly twisted back towards that third base dugout for the Trappers and tossed him out of this game. So the assistant coach will have to take over for the Trappers here. Again, a tough scene here for Pierre, who was just an out away from getting that inning unscathed. So Cooper officially has stolen home plate. Was not a first and third play, just a straight steal of home, taking advantage of the long windup. So a run is in, 4-2 Souris Valley. Schaefer a chance to drive in another run. It's a hitter's count at 2 balls and no strikes. My goodness, what an interesting sequence of events. That was head coach Monterio May, who's now been thrown out of this game. So it'll likely be Jamie Hagberger to replace him as the next pitch is a breaking ball, up and away ball 3. 3 balls, no strikes. Declan Buckle still on deck here. 1 run in, 4 runs in the last 2 frames for Souris Valley. Roush from the line, the 3-0. Taking all the way is Schaefer. It's a fastball that misses down low. Make that ball 3. Count now runs to 3 balls and no strikes here. So we've seen 2 steals of home in the last 2 days. We've seen runners advance from second base to home and score on wild pitches multiple times. So the next pitch is up and away for ball 4. Schaefer will take the walk. That's the 3rd walk of the frame allowed by Roche. Going to be the 6th of the night, as it looks like we're going to see a pitching change right here. Going to be first and third, 2 outs here in the bottom of the 5th inning. 1 run already in for the Sabre Dogs. It'll be Declan Buckle due up the chance to extend their lead. And again, a call has not been made to the bullpen. As we mentioned, someone was warming up earlier, and it looks like this will be it for Fisher Roush. You can close the book on him, at least in the innings department. Went 4 2/3, allowed 4 runs to score. He's responsible for both Schaefer at first and Brewer at third base. We'll be right back. A left-hander coming in for the Trappers, inheriting a first and third 2-out jam when we come back.
Start planning your summer road trips with a brand new camper and truck. Head to Four Bears Casino now, play your favorite slots, and earn entries for their July 3rd truck and camper giveaway. It's your chance to win a decked out camper and 2021 pickup with full towing package. Plus, get your tickets for Dwight Yoakam live in concert June 19th and enjoy water fun on a yacht tour of Lake Sakakawea or a splash in their water park. Check out all the fun on their website, all at Four Bears Casino and Lodge, 4 miles west of Newtown. Start planning your summer road trips with a brand new camper and truck. Head to Four Bears Casino now, play your favorite slots, and earn entries for their July 3rd truck and camper giveaway. It's your chance to win a decked out camper and 2021 pickup with full towing package. Plus, get your tickets for Dwight Yoakam live in concert June 19th and enjoy water fun on a yacht tour of Lake Sakakawea or a splash in their water park. Check out all the fun on their website, all at Four Bears Casino and Lodge, 4 miles west of Newtown. Start planning your summer road trips with a brand new camper and truck. Head to Four Bears Casino now, play your favorite slots, and earn entries for their July 3rd truck and camper giveaway. It's your chance to win a decked out camper and 2021 pickup with full towing package. Plus, get your tickets for Dwight.
Welcome back to Corbett Field, bottom of the 5th inning. Runners at the corners, 2 outs, new pitcher for the Trappers. Going to be South by Ruck in 5th inning of work. To inherit a tough spot here for Fisher Roush, and again, a lot of fireworks here in the top inning. Cooper stole home plate. A straight steal home. Went down to talk to the coaches in between the warm-up. He basically said that the catcher and Reinhardt reached out in front of the plate before the pitch crossed the plate. And that's why Cooper was safe at home plate right there. And again, obviously seeing that Cooper was taking off, got a little antsy, tried to receive the ball as early as possible so he could apply the tag as early as possible, but caught it before the pitch crossed the plate, of course, so before it could even be called a strike. So safe at the plate is Cooper. First and third, 2 outs now. Schaefer reached first after the walk. It's going to be Declan Buckle here with 2 outs. Buckle 0 for 1, struck out swinging in the second, walked and drove in a run back in the fourth. Now has 5 RBIs in the year. 4-2 Sabre Dogs lead here as they're looking for more. Ruckman has struggled this season in his 4 outings. Has allowed 9 earned runs in 4 2/3. The first pitch is down, away ball 1. 1 ball, no strikes. 13 walks to 6 strikeouts for Ruckman in that span this year. Again, that's been a theme for this relief staff for the Trappers. A lot of free passes. 1-0. Fastball runs outside and low. 2 balls, no strikes. And really for Roush, who is incredibly quick and efficient through the first time through the lineup, faced the minimum. Walks became a major issue for him in the 4th and 5th, where he walked 6. 2-0. Swinging a pop-up first base side foul territory. The catcher Reinhardt and first baseman Adams will watch it fly into the Sabre Dogs first base dugout for strike 1. 2 balls, 1 strike here with 2 outs. We saw it back in the last homestand in that last 3-game set that concluded the home stretch for the Sabre Dogs, where really, both ends struggled with walks, but the Trappers particularly had a couple of innings where they struggled with their command to the point where they were walking in batters left and right. As there goes Schaefer, pitch of the ways down low, gets away from the catcher Reinhardt. Safe at second is Schaefer, coming to the plate, sliding in head first, and safely is Bo Brewer as the Sabre Dogs take a 5-2 lead here in the bottom of the 5th inning. And how about this? They have not driven in a run through a ball in play so far tonight. That is 5 runs coming on a strikeout wild pitch, 2 bases loaded walks, a steal of home plate, and now another wild pitch. So Schaefer at second base. Brewer scores. Hitters count for Buckle, 3 balls, 1 strike. Pitch in the way is a fastball up and away for ball 4. So another walk, 4th of the inning, drawn by a Sabre Dogs bat. First and second, 2 outs. As that brings up Jared Breedwell to the plate. Breedwell 0 for 1. Popped out in the 3rd, walked and drove in a run in the 4th inning. That was his 3rd RBI of the year. So a golden chance here for the Sabre Dogs to break open the floodgates. Currently lead by 3. Morrow very likely coming out for the top of the 6th as well. Ruckman standing at 6'1", comes set, kicks, fires. First pitch is swung on and popped up. Right side, shallow right field. Cardoso couldn't pick it up on first, now finds it, charges in, makes the catch with one hand. Is that will retire the side. A lot of chaos in this inning. We saw Justin Cooper steal home plate and then was ruled safe after the catcher Reinhardt reached over the plate before the pitch could cross the dish. And then another run coming around to score on a wild pitch. Sabre Dogs now lead by 3, 5-2 your score as we head to the top of the 6th.
Sabre Dog fans, be sure to stop by Corbett Field on Friday, July 2nd to see the boys in their Friday night whites as they take on the reigning Expedition League champion Fremont Moo. Souris River Brewing Company will be giving away a free pint glass to the first 500 fans to enter the ballpark. Make sure to arrive early as gates open at 6:05 with first pitch slated for 7:05. Sabre Dog fans, be sure to stop by Corbett Field on Friday, July 2nd to see the boys in their Friday night whites as they take on the reigning Expedition League champion Fremont Moo. Souris River Brewing Company will be giving away a free pint glass to the first 500 fans to enter the ballpark. Make sure to arrive early as gates open at 6:05 with first pitch slated for 7:05. Sabre Dog fans, be sure to stop by Corbett Field on Friday, July 2nd to see the boys in their Friday night whites as they take on the reigning Expedition League champion Fremont Moo. Souris River Brewing Company will be giving away a free pint glass to the first 500 fans to enter the ballpark. Make sure to arrive early as gates open at 6:05 with first pitch slated for 7:05. Sabre Dog fans, be sure to stop by Corbett Field on Friday, July 2nd to see the boys in their Friday night whites as they take on the reigning Expedition League champion Fremont Moo. Souris River Brewing Company will be giving away a free pint glass to the first 500 fans to enter the ballpark. Make sure to arrive early as gates open at 6:05 with first.
Welcome back to Corbett Field, top half of the sixth. Sabre Dogs extending their lead to 3 in the bottom of the fifth. Now 5-2 as Kanan Morrow will be out for his second inning of work. He'll get 4, 5, and 6 here in the Trappers order. Faced the minimum back in the top of the fifth after inducing a line out to left, a ground out to second, and a fly to left. He winds and tosses first pitch, swinging a foul straight back, strike 1. No balls, 1 strike. So he'll look to keep that going here at a long rest back in that bottom of the fifth inning. Main reason why was the conversation between Montario May and Paul Sedicase that led to May's ejection. It was about a 5 to 7 minute delay as the 0-1 is swung on a pop foul to the right side, strike 2, no balls, 2 strikes. And again, the argument, if you're just tuning in, was talking about Justin Cooper, who was attempting to steal home. And then the pitch obviously was caught by the catcher and Reinhardt. He applied the tag in time as the 0-2 is a fastball upstairs, ball 1. 1 ball, 2 strikes. But apparently the catcher and Reinhardt reached too far over the plate to the point where he caught it before it crossed the plate and then applied the tag. So the 1-2 is on its way, swinging a pop-up on the infield. Buckle ranging out into shallow right center. He will make way to the right fielder, Breedwell, who will race in to make the catch for out number 1. So 4 up, 4 down here for Morrow so far tonight. 3 balls in the air, 1 on the ground, as that brings up Ty Stoss to the plate with 1 out. Back to our conversation. May obviously trying to stand up for his players and get that call overturned, and that ended up being a big play because, remember, the score was 3-2 Sabre Dogs with 2 outs. So Pierre was an out away from getting out of that jam, keeping it a 1-run deficit, but that opened up the opportunity for the Sabre Dogs not just to score 1 on Cooper, who was safe at the plate after that was overruled, but also another run to score on a wild pitch. So it's a 5-2 Sabre Dogs lead, and all of their runs scoring either bases loaded walks, wild pitches, pass balls, or strange plays like we saw with Cooper. So the next pitch is a fastball that runs outside, ball 2. 2 balls, no strikes. Sabre Dogs will take it. A lot of breaks they've caught tonight. Here's the wind, the 2-0. Fastball down and away, ball 3. 3 balls, no strikes. Joseph Bramati on deck, who's had quite a night. And then there'll be Brendan Perez, the DH. Morrow twists and tosses his 3-0 pitch on the way. Fastball outside corner, strike 1. 3 balls, 1 strike. And you got to give the credit to the umpire crew. Both Sedicase and Archina were all over it. Archina, it appeared, was very much on the same page as Sedicase, as he was talking to almost every infielder for the Trappers behind the mound. 3-1 pitch, fastball over the inside corner, strike 2. 3 balls, 2 strikes. And he looked to be, at least from our angle, explaining the same argument that Sedicase was making. And it looked like Montario May was going to be able to return to the dugout without being ejected as the 3-2 is swung on and missed for strike 3. Fire out of the right hand from Kanan Morrow as he picks up his first strikeout of the night. 5 up, 5 down for him through an inning and 2/3 of work. But the umpire crew was all over it. Looks like they made the right call. Again, a controversial one. And the one that, of course, I don't want to say costed the Trappers 2 runs, but generated 2 runs for the Sabre Dogs in what was a very close game. First pitch on the way here to Joseph Bramani is a fastball that buzzes up and in, ball 1. 1 ball, no strikes. Shadow's in play here. The shadow casted all the way about 10, 15 feet in front of home plate. Then some sunshine, then another shadow that covers the pitcher's mound. So the next pitch is a fastball outside, ball 2. 2 balls, no strikes. But then Morrow on the top of the pitcher's mound, who stands at 6 feet tall. His face is covered in sunshine. So the 2-0 is a fastball that just runs a bit inside, ball 3. 3 balls, no strikes. So the ball will be coming out of his hand in light. Meanwhile, the lower half of his body will be in the shadow. Then it will travel, the ball will travel into the shadow, come back into the light for a split second, then back into the dark, making it very hard to pick up. 3-0 on the way is well up and in, 4 ball, 4. So Bramani will draw the walk on 4 pitches. He now has a double, a home run, and a walk. He's reached base all 3 times. First base runner allowed by Morrow as that breaks the string of 5 consecutive batters retired to open up his outing. So here's Brendan Perez. He's 0 for 2, struck out swinging in the second, flew out to left. Back in the 4th inning. Righty on right here is Morrow. Leans it for the side, first base side. Bermani takes his lead from first. Morrow from the stretch for the first time tonight. Lifts and fires. First pitch. Big swing and a miss. Strike one. No balls. 1 strike to count. For Perez, getting the start of the DH spot tonight out of Point University, where former SaberDogs head coach Corey Thompson coaches. Quite a game against the SaberDogs back on Sundays. The next pitch is fouled off and straight back for strike 2. No balls, 2 strikes. Quite a game. The last time these two teams faced went 2 for 5 with 2 home runs and 3 RBIs, both out to left field. It's the final out of the game. Gave it a ride, just missed it, hit a skyscraper out to left field that Schwabe caught to end the game. Morrow ahead at no balls and 2 strikes. He lifts and fires, pitch in the way, swinging a pop-up slicing out of play to the right side. Count will stay at no balls and 2 strikes. 31st pitch of the night coming up from Morrow has been very, very good so far tonight. Bermani takes a shuffling lead from first base. Infield playing back, buckle a couple of steps towards the 4-hole here as he plays on the cut of the outfield turf. The 0-2 on the way, swing and a miss for strike 3. Morrow pulled a fastball out of his back pocket and buzzed it by the bat of Perez as he went chasing up and out of the strike zone. Second strikeout of the night for Morrow. He's gotten through 2 scoreless innings of work as we head to the bottom of the 6th. Your score, the SaberDogs 5, the Trappers 2.
SaberDogs fans, let's celebrate the 4th of July the right way. Come on down to Corbett Field to receive a free pair of USA-themed sunglasses. The first 120 to enter the ballpark will obtain these cool new sunglasses. Watch the SaberDogs take on the Fremont Moo at 5:35. Let's celebrate the 4th of July with your Souris Valley SaberDogs. Don't forget to come rock in your red, white, and blue.
This is Caden Schwabe, an outfielder for the Souris Valley SaberDogs, reminding you that your favorite ball club is on all social media platforms, including Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook. Make sure to follow for starting lineups, score updates, and all of the exclusive SaberDogs content you'll need for the summer. Follow us at SV SaberDogs and use the hashtag ScoDogs. This is Caden Schwabe, an outfielder for the Souris Valley SaberDogs, reminding you that your favorite ball club is on all social media platforms, including Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook. Make sure to follow for starting lineups, score updates, and all of the exclusive SaberDogs content you'll need for the summer. Follow us at SV SaberDogs and use the hashtag ScoDogs. This is Caden Schwabe, an outfielder for the Souris Valley SaberDogs, reminding you that your favorite ball club is on all social.
Bottom half of the 6th inning, 5-2 SaberDogs as they look to add on here. It's been a lot of action so far in the last 2 innings or so. They sent up 9 to the plate in the 4th, 7 back in the 5th, so that's 16 batters in the last 2 innings. Might I add, after the starting pitcher tonight in Fisher Roush faced the minimum through the first time through the lineup. 3 shutout innings. It's now turned into a 5-2 SaberDogs lead after 5 runs put on the board in the last 2 frames. First pitch on the way to Lance McDonald is a fastball inside, ball 1. 1 ball, no strikes. McDonald swinging for the right side now with the lefty and Ruckman still on the mound, out for his 2nd inning of work. Second time McDonald has hit from the right side this year. 1-0 pitch is a breaking ball that misses down low, ball 2. 2 balls, no strikes. McDonald 0 for 2, grounded out to second, struck out in the 4th with the bases loaded, looking to start something off here in the bottom of the 6th. Good count for him, 2 balls, no strikes. Ruckman lifts and delivers. The pitch on the way is a fastball up and away, ball 3. 3 balls, no strikes here with nobody out. 8, 9, and 1 due up after McDonald. It'll be Anderson, then Schwabe, the top of the order. Schwabe, by that point, will have come to the plate each of the last 3 innings. Next pitch on the way is inside for ball 4. Another walk for Lance McDonald. This one comes on 4 pitches to open up this bottom of the 6th inning. So here comes Reese Anderson to the plate. So the SaberDogs look to add on more here. Again, just 5 runs on 3 hits. We touched on it last inning a couple of times. But all of their runs coming from either walks or wild pitches, or in that case with the Cooper stealing home plate situation. Almost on what you could maybe call an interference, as Reinhardt reached too far out in front of the plate. Pitch on the way. Fastball at the knees, strike 1. No balls, 1 strike. Anderson 0 for 2 tonight, grounded out to third, flew out to right. Back in the 4th inning. Third baseman Bermani playing a step or 2 behind the bag. Middle infielders about in double play depth. The shortstop, Connor, a couple more steps to the 6-hole than average double play depth. As they're swinging a soft line drive, center field, Mast racing in. He's going to have to play it on a long hop. So there's a single for Reese Anderson, his first hit of the night. First hit for Souris Valley, in fact, since that 4th inning. How about this? Their last hit was Schwabe to open up the 4th inning. Since then, they've scored 5 runs without picking up a hit. That tells the story tonight. So Anderson checks in with hit number 4 this evening for Souris Valley. They are now even with make that even with the Trappers in that category. First and second, nobody out. Good speed on the base paths for the top of the lineup in Caden Schwabe. And again, correction, actually. Schwabe picked up that infield single in the 5th, but was retired on the pickoff play. So that did not even play a role in scoring a run. As Schwabe shows bunt, pulls back, breaking ball in the dirt, blocked by Reinhardt for ball 1. 1 ball, no strikes. And it's big that the Sabre Dogs scored 2 runs in that 5th, because Schwabe, of course, led off with the infield single, then was picked off, then walk to Cooper and Brewer. And it almost looked like they were going to come out of that inning without scoring a run, which would have kept their lead at 1. Schwabe shows bunt again, gets it down to his pull side. Pitcher and Ruckman fields it on a hop. He'll have to put it in his pocket as the second baseman Stoss wasn't covering first base in time. So that'll be an infield single for Caden Schwabe. He's now 3 for 4 tonight. So that will load the bases with nobody out. For the man of the last hour, Justin Cooper. And again, a tough break. Schwabe showed late, tried to pull it to the first base side of the infield, was bunted pretty quickly back to the pitcher and Ruckman, who took a look towards third base with the force over there, then spun back to first. The first baseman, Adams, was charging on the play to potentially field it. Second baseman, Stoss, did not get over the first base in time, so Schwabe beats it out. 5th hit of the night for Souris Valley. Schwabe now at first, Anderson at second, McDonald at third. Lefty on right. Pitch to Cooper is a fastball on the outside corner, strike 1. No balls, 1 strike. Cooper 0 for 1, popped out to short. He's walked twice, has stolen 3 bases, tonight. Now has 7 on the year. 0-1 from Ruckman is swung on a chop to third on a long hop. Bramati fields it, throws on the run to the plate, and making the catch and keeping his back right from the plate is Reinhardt for out number 1. That was a tough play on both ends. Got to tip your cap. Bramati fielded this, crossing the third base line. Of course, started in fair territory, moved to his light, made the catch, then threw across his body, while with the runner and McDonald right in front of him running down the third base line. Almost overthrew it to the first base side of home plate, so the catcher and Reinhardt had to reach out to his backhanded side. Looked like he even picked that ball on a short hop, an in-between hop, in fact. Kept that back foot on the plate for the 5-2 fielder's choice. So 1 out, bases still loaded for Bo Brewer. Pitch, breaking ball in the dirt, blocked by the catcher Reinhardt for ball 1. 1 ball, no strikes. So that keeps it a 3-run lead for the Sabre Dogs, at least for now. Your base runners, Cooper at first base. Schwabe at second, Anderson at third. Fast trio of Souris Valley Sabre Dogs on the base paths. 1-0 to Brewer. Fastball, down low, ball 2. 2 balls, no strikes. Brewer 1 for 2 with a stolen base, singled back in the first to extend his hitting streak to 30 consecutive games. All 30 games, in fact, to open up the year. Leads the league with 43 RBIs. Plenty of ducks in the pond for him right now with a hitter's count. 2-0 pitch. Fastball just on the inside corner, strike 1. 2 balls, 1 strike. 5-2 Sabre Dogs, your score. Steven Moretto, the right-handed hitting third baseman, on deck. Corner infielders drawn in on the cut of the infield turf. Middle infielders back. Bases loaded, 1 away. Ruckman fires the 2-1. Swinging a chopper left side. That's through for a base hit. Here comes Anderson. Right behind him, Schwabe. Osborne's throw is cut off by the third baseman, Bramani. A 2-run single for Bo Brewer as that extends this Sabre Dogs lead. It's now 7-2 here in the bottom of the 6th inning for Brewer. He adds on to his league-leading total with RBIs numbers 44 and 45 on the year. And again, this ball was hit in the perfect spot between the shortstop and Connor and third baseman Bramani. Bramani was drawn in, so had no chance to get it. The shortstop Connor was ranging up the middle. It was about 5 feet out of his reach for a seeing eye single. Here's Moretto. First pitch is a breaking ball that backs up and misses up and away. Ball 1. 1 ball, no strikes. So Brewer picks up his second hit of the night as he continues to not only look to break the single-season RBI record, but the single-season hit record. As Moretto digs back into the right-hander's batter's box. Ruckman's 1-0 pitch on the way. Swing and a miss, strike 1. 1 ball, 1 strike. Brewer currently has now 64 hits on the year. The single-season record for that was former Sabre Dogs player Brock Bockham in 2018, who had 87 in 60 games. Of course, the assistant coach the previous 2 years with Corey Thompson at the helm for Souris Valley as well. So Brewer has 64. It's about 30 games to try and get about 20. So the next pitch is swung on and popped up first base side. Adams ranging to his left. We'll watch it fly out of play for strike 2. 1 ball, 2 strikes. And again, a reminder, the RBI single season record, another Sabre Dog. Again, I'm not reading a Sabre Dogs single season record list. Well, I technically am. I'm also reading the Expedition League single season records list. E.J. Bernal, who had the MVP season in 18 for Souris Valley, had 71 runs batted in. Brewer, as we mentioned, now is 45. And again, we haven't even reached the halfway point in terms of games. That'll be in 2 games from now, as the 1-2 is swung on and missed for strike 3, buried in the dirt with a breaking ball that Reinhardt blocks. Out number 2, as Moretto has struck out for the 3rd time tonight, a silver sombrero for him. Going to be the first strikeout of the evening as well for Ruckman, as that brings up Jaden Schaefer to the plate with 2 outs. Schaefer 0 for 2, grounded out to second, reached on a strikeout, wild pitch in the 4th, walked back in the 5th after that wild play where Cooper stole home. Lefty on left, Ruckman from the stretch. Runners take their leads, both dancing as the pitch is on its way. Fastball outside corner, strike 1. No balls, 1 strike. Cooper continues to shuffle very aggressively back and forth, trying to get in the head of the pitcher, Ruckman. Brewer over at first base doing so as well, who's right in the face of Ruckman, the southpaw. 0-1 pitch in the way, breaking ball that misses down low, ball 1. 1 ball, 1 strike. So that hit from Brewer, the 2-run single, is the first hit to bring in at least 1 run tonight. Of course, brought 2, the previous 5 scoring on walks and pitches to the backstop. 1-1 pitch in the way, breaking ball outside corner, strike 2. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Schaefer doesn't seem to like it too much as he steps out of the box, takes a deep breath, now steps back in. Cooper takes his lead from second, Brewer from first. Ruckman leans in, long, looking to his catcher, and Reinhardt now comes set. Kicks and delivers, runners go, 1-2, swinging a line drive, left field, slicing away from Osborne. He makes the sprinting catch down the left field line to retire the side. Nice piece by Jaden Schaefer, but Osborne is able to run it down. Sabre Dogs, however, pick up 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, 2 runners left on, highlighted by the 2-run single from Bo Brewer, who now has a league-leading 45 runs batted in on the year. We're heading to the back third of this ball game. Top of the 7th coming up here at Corbett Field, 7-2, Souris Valley. Your score.
An alcohol-related crash will probably happen in North Dakota today, and another will happen tonight. Still, it's pretty common to hear people making light of it like it's no big deal. We can try to laugh it off, but it keeps happening over and over. Impaired driving isn't funny. Always drive sober or find a sober ride. Buzz driving is drunk driving. Brought to you by the North Dakota Department of Transportation through Vision Zero. An alcohol-related crash will probably happen in North Dakota today, and another will happen tonight. Still, it's pretty common to hear people making light of it like it's no big deal. We can try to laugh it off, but it keeps happening over and over. Impaired driving isn't funny. Always drive sober or find a sober ride. Buzz driving is drunk driving. Brought to you by the North Dakota Department of Transportation through Vision Zero.
In times like these, it's good to know there's a place where people know who you are, no matter how long you've been gone. A place where the smells of home cooking are still in the air, where a simple wave warms your heart, and sharing stories with family, friends, and your community is just a way of life. Yes, in times like these, it's good to be home. Farmers Union Insurance, protecting what's important in life. In times like these.
Top half of the 7th inning, 7-2 Sabre Dogs your score. Back third of this ball game, cruising through this one. First pitch was just about 2 hours ago. As the Sabre Dogs lead by 5, have scored at least 2 runs in each of the last 3 innings, 7 to be exact. 8-9-1 due up here against Kanan Morrow, who is currently together 2 scoreless innings so far in relief of Eric Wallington. As his first pitch is on its way. Fastball up and away, ball 1. 1 ball, no strikes. Morrow currently in line for the win. Well, who did leave with the lead technically, as the 1-0 is up and away to the backstop, ball 2. 2 balls, no strikes. Wallington only tossed 4 innings, so he will not be eligible for the win tonight. So Morrow, the first man in relief, assuming the Sabre Dogs hold this 5-run lead, will be in line for the win. So the 2-0 is a fastball that misses down and in, ball 3. 3 balls, no strikes. Morrow currently 2-1 on the year. Picked up a win against Wheat City. The loss against the Big Sticks back in the 8th. It's the 3-0 is a fastball upstairs for ball 4, so a walk to Reinhardt. Second time he's reached tonight. It's the second walk allowed by Morrow as well. Train passing by the ballpark here as it does at least once per night here at Corbett Field. Haven't heard the horn yet. Waiting for that. Either way, here comes Bennett Osborne to the plate, the left fielder tonight. He's 0 for 2. He's struck out twice, both of which against Eric Wallington. One swinging, one looking. It was also the last strikeout for Wallington of the night, number 7. That's a season high for Eric. It's the first pitch on the way from Morrow. It's a fastball upstairs, ball 1. 1 ball, no strikes. So 5 consecutive balls out of the right hand of Morrow to open up this 7th inning. Reinhardt takes his lead from first base. Middle infielders in double play depth. That's Cooper and Buckle at short and second, respectively. Morrow kicks and tosses. The 1-0 is in the dirt, blocked by the catcher and McDonald. His throw down to second base is going to be in time to retire Reinhardt. Nice play by Lance McDonald, who blocked a ball in the dirt. The catcher in Reinhardt also a catcher running at first base, tried to take advantage of it. McDonald, with a lot of poise, picked it up and threw a strike to his shortstop and Cooper, who applied the tag on Reinhardt, who tried to swim around the tag but could not for out number 1. Nice throw from Lance McDonald. So 1 out now that erases the leadoff walk. Here's Bennett Osborne to the plate. Osborne still at the plate, I should say, excuse me. As the pitch is on its way, swinging a pop-up, slicing out a play down the first base line. So Morrow looking to retire the next 2 batters and send the Sabre Dogs bats up to the plate for the bottom of the 7th quite quickly. When they do get the chance to come back and swing the stick, so they'll be 6, 7, and 8. Declan Buckle, Jared Breedwell, and Lance McDonald. Count even at 1 here. Morrow, first base side, twists and tosses. The pitch on the way. Swinging a pop-up again, first base side. Brewer trailing to his left towards the track by the fence. It'll fly out of play. 2 balls, 2 strikes now. Brewer's had a lot of opportunities this year on pop-ups that have taken him to his left, and it seems like every single time it's hit that top netting. I'm excited to see him to get an opportunity to try and make a leaping catch on that wall. We'll see if he gets the shot. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. Osborne digs back in. The wind, the 2-2. Just a bit low, ball 3. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Morrow wanted that one right there as he jumped up and down in the air. Catches the ball back from Lance McDonald with his bare hand, doing his best Jaden Beck impression. For those of you that didn't tune into the Fremont series, Jaden Beck was on the mound. It was a hard one-hopper right back at him. And as calm as ever, caught the ball with his bare hand as the next pitch is swung on and fouled straight back. Count will stay at 3 balls and 2 strikes. And you'd think any pitcher who catches a comebacker with one hand would be at least a little bit startled, but Jaden Beck was not. Acted like he was catching a wiffle ball with his bare right hand in the backyard, but that ball at least had to come off the bat at something north of 80 miles an hour. There's a swing and a fly ball, center field. Anderson walks to his right, camps underneath it to make the catch for out number 2. So 2 outs now here for Morrow. So they'll send up the top of the order and Cannon Cardoso to the plate. Looks like someone is starting to warm up down to the Trappers bullpen, a right-hander. So the night might be done here for Ruckman, who tossed about an inning in the 3rd here tonight. Cardoso has hit the ball hard tonight. 2 lineouts to left, the latter of which was against Morrow to open up his night. A hard line drive down the left field side that Schwabe ran down quite quickly. Morrow winds and delivers. The first pitch is swung on and hit in the air to center, fairly deep. Anderson takes a couple steps to his right, readjusts to his left, backpedals back, and makes the catch with 2 hands to retire the side. Nice inning by Kanan Morrow as he faces the minimum. He's gotten through 3 shutout innings in relief of Eric Wallington tonight. It's stretch time here at Corbett Field as we head to the bottom of the 7th inning. Your score, the Sabre Dogs 7, the Trappers 2.
Hey Sabre Dog fans, the fun is continuing down at Corbett Field. Make your way to the field to watch the Dogs play the Pierre Trappers Tuesday, June 29th at 7:05. Participate in Dollar Dog Night. We know you cannot beat this deal with Dollar Dogs and watching your favorite ball club. Nothing is better. So see you there fans, Corbett Field 7:05, Dollar Hot Dogs on June 29th.
Did you know most motor vehicle crash fatalities could be prevented by wearing a seatbelt? Make sure in your vehicle you're always buckled up. We share the responsibility to reach the goal of Vision Zero. 0 fatalities, 0 excuses. Did you know most motor vehicle crash fatalities could be prevented by wearing a seatbelt?
I was fine.
There are all kinds of excuses people make for driving impaired.
It was a prescription. I had to take it.
Just a joint.
It was just 1 or 2. I don't know.
I swear, I was fine.
Nobody should get seriously hurt or die because of an impaired driver.
This is Cullen Hannigan, a catcher for the Souris Valley Sabre Dogs. Remember, you depend on your vehicle, which is why OK Automotive supplies quality AC Delco parts to keep your vehicle running smoothly. You can depend on an OK Automotive and AC Delco to keep you on the road. Come see our showroom with our large inventory selection at 101 3rd Street Southeast, Minot, or call 701-839-2886. This is Cullen Hannigan, a catcher for the...
Saturday, July 3rd will be Ballpark Time Machine at Corbett Field. Your Sabre Dogs will be hosting an 80s theme night. So break out that neon and those scrunchies and come wearing your best 80s look. We'll be...
Bottom half of the 7th inning, Sabre Dogs, 7 runs tonight. They lead by 7-8. Due up here against a new pitcher for the Trappers, right-hander Jacob Newman. Now for his 3rd outing of the year, is not allowed to run through 2 innings, 1 strikeout to 4 walks. Tossed a scoreless inning against Wheat City 3 days ago on the 26th, and a scoreless inning against Sioux Falls 6 days ago on the 23rd. Looking to keep that line going here and help out a struggling Trappers bullpen. Able to lead it up, he's 0 for 1, struck out swinging in the 2nd, walked and drove in a run in the 4th. His 5th RBI of the year, also walked in the 5th. The first pitch is a ball, 1 ball, no strikes. Sun continuing the set, just a stripe of light off the base of the left field wall, straightaway left that runs over to the gap in left center. As the next pitch is a breaking ball for a strike on the outside corner. 1 ball, 1 strike. Another stripe of light that crosses right across the center fielder and mass. But besides that, all shadows on the field now. It's the 1-1 is upstairs ball 2. 2 balls, 1 strike. Beautiful night at the ballpark. Very calm. Not too hot tonight. About 84 degrees at first pitch here in Minot. So the 2-1 is on its way. Breaking ball. A lot of late vertical break on that one as it drops over for a strike. 2 strikes. Temperatures are supposed to rise later in the week up to the upper 90s portion of the thermometer. It's going to get a little bit hotter on the turf here for the players as the 2-2 is on its way. Strike. 3 called. Got him with a fastball on the outside corner. Buckle doesn't like the call as he has a conversation with Sedicase as he heads back to the first base dugout. Strikeout number 1 of the night for Newman. 2nd time that Buckle is struck out tonight. Here comes Jared. 0 for 2. Drove in a run with the bases loaded walk of his own back in the 4th inning. Now has 3 RBIs on the year. As Newman from the first base side comes set at the chest from the stretch. Lifts and fires. First pitch is a breaking ball that grazes the front elbow of Breedwell. So he'll trot over the first base. 2nd time he's reached tonight as that puts a 1-out base runner on for the Sabre Dogs. So here will come Lance McDonald to the plate, looking to check first hit in a couple of ball games now. 0 for 2 tonight so far. Ground to 2nd, struck out swinging in the 4th, walked in the 6th. Had a nice play back last inning in the top of the 7th, throwing out Reinhardt at 2nd base after a pitch he blocked in the dirt. First pitch, fastball, sails upstairs, ball 1. 1 ball, no strikes. Reese Anderson on deck in the top of the lineup for the Sabre Dogs here as McDonald steps back in. Swinging from the left side now after standing from the right against the lefty his last time up. 1-0 pitch is a fastball upstairs, ball 2. 2 balls, no strikes. And he walked on 4 pitches his last time up. And now he's ahead 2-0 right here. They don't want to throw him a strike, it seems. Imagine a lot of walks for him so far this season, now 5 through about 20 plate appearances or so. 2-0 pitch on the way, breaking ball, slips out, misses up and away, ball 3. 3 balls, no strikes. Third baseman Bramani, almost the only man on the left side of the infield. Shortstop Connor ranging well up the middle. A couple steps to his right of the 2nd base bag on the left side. There goes the runner. The 3-0 is up and in for ball 4. Another walk for Lance McDonald. He'll take first base. 1st and 2nd, 1 out. Back-to-back free passes handed out by Newman after the hit by pitch and walk. Here's Reese Anderson. Picked up a hit back in the 6th with a single to shallow center. Came around to score as well on the 2-run single from Bo Brewer. Another chance for him to pick up a hit, and this time an RBI. Breedwell at 2nd, McDonald at 1st. Good speed on the base paths. 1 out here, bottom of the 7th. Newman kicks and delivers. First pitch is a breaking ball, down and away, ball one. 1-1, no strikes. For the Trappers in the top of the 8th, where they'll be down to their final 6 outs, they'll send up 2, 3, and 4 in their order. Patrick Connor, Eric Mast, and Colin Adams. 1-0, swing and a miss. Big rip from Anderson for strike one. 1-1 strike. Anderson, a product of South Dakota State University. Familiar with Alex Miklos, who was part of the coaching staff there a couple years ago. As the 1-1 is a breaking ball, down the way, ball 2. 2 balls, 1 strike. Came in a little bit late, about a couple weeks into the season, but has become a regular here for the Sabre Dogs now. A split time in right field and center field. And what's a jam-packed Sabre Dogs outfield, might I add, is Newman fires the 2-1, swinging a hard line drive right at the shortstop, Connor, who throws to second, but it's wide, gets away from the first baseman. Adams rolls all the way to the wall. Heading for third is Breedwell. To second goes McDonald, as that'll be a second and third spot with 1 out. Make that 2 outs. A hard line drive to the right of Connor, the shortstop, who took about 2 or 3 steps in that direction, made the catch, tried to double off Breedwell at second base, but his throw was wide of the second baseman Stoss. The first baseman Adams was then heading back to the first base bag, had to change directions, couldn't get to the ball in time to back it up as it rolled behind him to the track and to the wall behind the first base bag. So each runner advanced safely. The good news was they each went back to touch their respective bags and then advance. Otherwise, they could have been doubled off. So that'll be a line out to short, an error on the shortstop, Connor, first that we've seen from either side tonight. Here's Caden Schwabe with runners on second and third, 2 outs. First pitch is a breaking ball that butterflies over the plate for strike 1. No balls, 1 strike. Schwabe, 3 for 4 today, 3 singles, 2 stolen bases. Newman, long look in. He's set, first base side. Kicks and fires the 0-1. Breaking ball. Down low, ball 1. Schwabe held back. 1 ball, 1 strike. Appeal to second base. Second base umpire Tony Archina says he does not go. So 2 runs, 4 hits, an error now for Pierre. 7 runs, 6 hits, no errors for the Sabre Dogs. Newman set at the chest. He pauses. Now delivers the 1-1. Fastball up and away. Ball 2. 2 balls, 1 strike to count. Decent crowd on hand tonight. It's been treated to a good one here at Corbett Field. Right-hander starting to warm up. 2 right-handers, in fact, starting to warm up for the Trappers. No one up in the Sabre Dogs pen. Kane and Morrow likely coming out for the top of the 8th. We'll see if they extend them further here tonight. Maybe give him 5 to close out this ball game. Again, hasn't thrown in a week, as we're going to see him meeting at the mound with one of the assistant coaches here for the Trappers. Again, Newman has struggled with his command in this inning just a bit. Hit Breedwell, walked McDonald on 4 pitches. Left a pitch over the plate for Anderson, in which he lined out hard to the shortstop. Caught a tough break. Again, that allowed runners to advance to second and third. And now this may be an injury, as it looks like we're seeing a trainer come out to the mound right now. And this would be a tough break for the Trappers. Again, we talked about the 2 right-handers warming up the pen. So the good news, at least, is if they have to take Newman out, some guys are starting to toss. It's hard to tell what might be bothering Newman. He's kicking his right foot up and down, so it could be something in the lower half. And it looks like to be maybe something in his right leg, which is the leg he pushes off of when he delivers the pitch, which, of course, would not be good. As that trainer continues to talk with him, now he's starting to wiggle around his foot and his ankle area a little bit, so maybe something down there by the Achilles or the ankle. You got to hope he's all right. Never want to see an injury, particularly in summer ball, as he's going to step back onto the rubber and throw some warm-up pitches to his catcher and Reinhardt right now. Again, maybe tweaked something on one of his deliveries as he's throwing a couple of warm-up pitches. Again, looks to be that right foot as he continues to lift it up and down. Now starting to limp, and it looks like he's going to be taken out of this ballgame without even throwing a pitch. He emphatically slams the ball into his glove. Obviously not happy right now. Got to imagine he's a big competitor, wants to pitch in this game, as he'll walk off with the trainer. And again, it looks to be something at least in his right leg, if not the foot area, as he limps over to the third base dugout. Got to hope he's all right. So there's going to be a new pitcher here for the Trappers. Whoever comes in will get as much time as they need to warm up. They'll be inheriting a second and third 2-out spot with a 2-1 count to Caden Schwabe. We'll be right back as the Sabre Dogs lead it 7-2 here in the bottom of the 7th inning.
This is Ethan Moore for the Souris Valley Sabre Dogs, reminding you that your favorite ball club is on all social media platforms, including Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook. Make sure to follow for starting lineups, score updates, and all our exclusive Sabre Dogs content you'll need this summer. Follow us at SV Sabre Dogs and use the hashtag SCODogs.
Seatbelts are the most effective safety device to prevent the death and injury in a motor vehicle crash. Please buckle up every trip, every time. Let's get to the goal of Vision Zero. Zero fatalities, zero excuses. Seatbelts are the most effective safety device to prevent the death and injury in a motor vehicle crash. Please buckle up every trip, every time. Let's get to the goal of Vision Zero. Zero fatalities, zero excuses. Seatbelts are the most effective safety device to prevent the death and injury in a motor vehicle crash. Please buckle up every trip, every time. Let's get to the goal of Vision Zero. Zero fatalities, zero excuses. Seatbelts are the most effective safety device to prevent the death and injury in a motor vehicle crash. Please buckle up every trip, every time. Let's get to the goal of Vision Zero. Zero fatalities, zero excuses. Seatbelts are the most effective safety device to prevent the death and injury in a motor vehicle crash. Please buckle up every trip, every time. Let's get to the goal of Vision Zero. Zero fatalities, zero excuses. Seatbelts are the most effective safety device to prevent the death and injury in a motor vehicle crash. Please buckle up every trip, every time. Let's get to the goal of Vision Zero. Zero fatalities, zero excuses. Seatbelts are the most effective safety device to prevent the death and injury in a motor vehicle crash. Please buckle up every trip, every time. Let's get to the goal of Vision Zero. Zero fatalities, zero.
This is Jordan Williams. I play outfield for the Souris Valley Sabre Dogs, reminding you that Planet Pizza is celebrating 25 years in the Magic City this summer. Stop in and try award-winning pizza and wings. Vest up for some laser tag or aim for a jackpot on one of our 50 arcade games. We got fun for everyone. Visit planetpizzaND.com for more details. This is Jordan Williams. I play outfield for the Souris Valley Sabre Dogs, reminding you that Planet Pizza is celebrating 25 years in the Magic City this summer. Stop in and try award-winning pizza and wings. Vest up for some laser tag or aim for a jackpot on one of our 50 arcade games. We got fun for everyone. Visit planetpizzaND.com for more details. This is Jordan Williams. I play outfield for the Souris Valley Sabre Dogs, reminding you that Planet Pizza is celebrating 25 years in the Magic City this summer. Stop in and try award-winning pizza and wings. Vest up for some laser tag or aim for a jackpot on one of our 50 arcade games. We got fun for everyone. Visit planetpizzaND.com for more details. This is Jordan Williams. I play outfield for the Souris Valley Sabre Dogs, reminding you that Planet Pizza is celebrating 25 years in the Magic City this summer. Stop in and try award-winning pizza and wings. Vest up for some laser tag or aim for a jackpot on one of our 50 arcade games. We got fun for everyone. Visit planetpizzaND.com for more details. This is Jordan Williams. I play outfield for the
Welcome back to Corbett Field. Bottom of the seventh inning. My apologies. Second and third, 2 outs. It's going to be Brett Bramlett coming in for Newman, who left the game with what looked to be an injury to maybe his right leg, if not his right foot area. Gotta hope he's all right. So coming in is Brent Bramlett. He had as many warm-up tosses as he needed to get warmed up due to the injury. This will be his 12th outing of the year. A lot of relief outings for him this year. Walks have been a struggle for him. 23 and 13 innings. 13 strikeouts in that span as well. Did appear in that Sabre Dogs Trappers series back on the 18th. Went a third of an inning. Allowed 4 earned runs on 4 walks. So 2 balls, 1 strike to count here with Schwabe at the dish. 2 outs. Next pitch is a fastball outside, ball 3. 3 balls, 1 strike. And again, never fun for any reliever to inherit a situation where they're behind in the count. And obviously the first pitch from Brantley was outside, so now it's 3-1 here to Schwabe. Second and third, 2 outs. Pitch. Down low in the dirt, 4-4. Blocked by the catcher Reinhardt, rolls up the third base line. Holding at third base is Breedwell. McDonald at second. Now at first is Schwabe, who's reached base 4 times today. 4 last plate appearances, in fact, as the bases will now be loaded for the second straight inning for Justin Cooper coming to the plate. Cooper 0 for 2, grounded into a 5-4 fielder's choice with the bases juiced his last time up. All runners will be going on contact here with 2 away. Of course, it all backs. Bramlett now going from the wide with the bases loaded. His first pitch is a fastball on the outside corner, strike 1. No balls, 1 strike. Again, 7-2 Sabre Dogs, your score here in the bottom of the 7th. Newman, a tall right-hander, 6'4", Winds and deals the 0-1 in the dirt, bounces in front of the plate down the first base line, coming around to score and sliding in safely is Jared Breedwell, as that'll extend the Sabre Dogs lead to 8-2, a 6-run advantage. And usually you'd see a run scoring a wild pitch to a ball to backstop. This one maybe hit off the kneecap or maybe a piece of the shin guard from Newman as it hopped high in the air in front of the plate in fair territory down the first base line. Coming around to score was Breedwell. McDonald advances to third. Schwabe to second. 1-1 to Cooper is a fastball off the glove as it pops up in the air and lands right behind the catcher Reinhardt, which allows the runners to hold. Count moved to 2-1 strike. Third time we've seen Reinhardt botch a ball over the plate tonight. He's been struggling to catch some pitches here this evening. 2-1 strike now. Here's the wind. The pitch on the way to Cooper. Breaking ball. Inside ball 3. 3-1 strike. And there may have been a cross-up right there. And I believe that was the case with Reinhardt as he brought his glove up very late, so was probably expecting a curveball on that pitch. As the 3-1 is swung on and hammered out to deep left field. Osborne sprinting back, looking up. This one's gone. Cooper flips the bat towards the first base dugout as he has hit his first home run of the season, and that gives the Sabre Dogs an 11-2 lead. My goodness, Justin Cooper clearing the back wall in straightaway left field. 4 runs now in this frame. RBIs numbers 9, 10, and 11 on the year. And he put some pizzazz on that home run with a flip to the dugout. A point in the same direction as well as he's greeted by all of his teammates in front of the first base dugout. First home run of the year for Cooper, second in his Sabre Dogs career. 11-2 Souris Valley just like that. Here is Bo Brewer coming to the plate now. Cooper has pop, but my goodness, did he hit that one far. Way back towards the trees over the back wall in left field. First pitch to Bo Brewer is a fastball outside, strike 1. No balls, 1 strike. So another 10-run ball game here for the Sabre Dogs. As the 0-1 pitch is swung on and flied off to the right side, slicing out of play, strike 2. No balls, 2 strikes. And it seems like it's a new guy every day playing the hero. Tonight's Justin Cooper's night. Obviously, stealing home on what was a very strange play. Has reached base a couple times, has stole 3 bags, and hits the Titanic blast as the 0-2 is swung on and flied off to the right side, out of play. Count will stay at no balls and 2 strikes. Here to Bo Brewer. Brewer picked up 2 RBIs back in the 6th with a 2-run single to left. He digs back into the box. Here's the wind, the 0-2. Breaking ball inside, gets Brewer. Looked like maybe the wrist area, a dangerous spot. Gotta hope he's okay. The Sabre Dogs cannot afford to lose him. Looks to be all right as he quickly jogs to the first base pillow. It was hard to see where it got him. Maybe the left forearm, the front forearm. So after Newman gets ahead of him with 2 strikes, he hits him with a breaking ball that backed up. So here comes Steven Moretto to the plate, 0 for 4 with 3 strikeouts. Newman's pitch from the stretch is a breaking ball in the outside corner, strike 1. No balls, 1 strike. And excuse me, correction. It's not Newman on the mound. It's Bramlett on the mound. 0-1 the count here on Moretto. First base side, the rubber. The 0-1 pitch. Fastball, top of the zone, strike 2. No balls, 2 strikes. So Moretto steps out of the box, readjusts his batting gloves here, taking some time. Didn't like that call. Thought it was a little bit too high. Brewer at first base with 2 outs, 4 runs in. All 11 of the Sabre Dogs runs coming in the last 4 innings. Bramlett kicks, fires. The 0-2, breaking ball down and away, ball 1. 1 ball, 2 strikes. So 2 runs, 4 hits, an error for Pierre. 11 runs, 7 hits, no errors for the Sabre Dogs. Moretto digs back in. Bramlett kicks, fires, the 1-2, swing and a miss for strike 3. A fastball on the outside corner. Moretto a little bit late, as that will retire the side. First strikeout of the night for Bramlett, 4th time tonight that Moretto has been retired via the K. 4 runs here in this bottom of the 7th inning. Exclamation point, the 3-run shot from Justin Cooper. We're heading to the top of the 8th, 11-2. Sabre Dogs, your score.
This is Bo Brewer for the Souris Valley Sabre Dogs, reminding you that there is a reason why Slim Chicken hangs guitars on their walls and plays the blues. It's the same reason why they only serve you 100% all-natural chicken tenders. It's the way they like it. There's a reason why they treat you like family and serve food just like you would at home. Because you deserve it that way. And there's a reason it's made fresh when you order and served hot, because that is their promise to you. Come see us at Slim Chickens or order online at slimchickens.com.
SaberDog fans, be sure to stop down to Capital RV in Minot to register for your chance to win a $15K camper giveaway. If a SaberDogs player hits a ball through the home run target beyond the left field fence, one lucky fan will drive home with a brand new camper courtesy of Capital RV. Register in store today. SaberDog fans, be sure to stop down to Capital RV in Minot to register for your chance to win a $15K camper giveaway. If a SaberDogs player hits a ball through the home run target beyond the left field fence, one lucky fan will...
We all protect what we love. It's instinct. We do everything we can to keep our loved ones safe, and they do everything to keep us safe. Seatbelts save lives. It's an indisputable fact, and buckling up is something we all can do.
Buckle up, Dad.
Seatbelts save lives. Buckle up. Every trip, every time. Brought to you by the North Dakota Department of Transportation through Vision Zero. We all protect what we love.
Life is all about moments. Big moments, small moments, and those moments you just can't put into words. It's how we at First International Bank and Trust live first and have been for more than 110 years. One customer, one family, one moment at a time. First International Bank and Trust. Live first. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Start planning your summer road trips with a brand new camper and truck. Head to Four Bears Casino now, play your favorite slots, and earn entries for their July 3rd truck and camper giveaway. It's your chance to win a decked out camper and 2021 pickup with full towing package. Plus, get your tickets for Dwight Yoakam live in concert June 19th and enjoy water fun on a yacht tour of Lake Sakakawea or a splash in their water park. Check out all the fun on their website, all at Four Bears Casino and Lodge, 4 miles west of Newtown. Start planning your summer road trips with a brand new camper and truck. Head to Four Bears Casino now, play your favorite slots, and earn entries for their July 3rd truck and camper giveaway. It's your chance to win a decked out camper and 2021 pickup with full...
Welcome back. First pitch on the way from Kanan Morrow to Patrick Connors. A fastball upstairs, ball one. One ball, no strikes. 11-2 SaberDogs, your score after the 3-run shot from Justin Cooper. 1-0. Fastball down low, ball two. 2 balls, no strikes. So now, we're checking off the list every day. SaberDogs have scored 10 or more runs for the 15th time this year through their first 30 games. Next pitch, fastball buzzes past the face of Connor as he hops out of the way for ball 3. 3 balls, no strikes. Morrow, looks like that ball slipped out a little bit as he rubs his right hand on the turf of the pitcher's mound, trying to regain his grip. He winds and tosses, his 3-0 on the way. Fastball, strike at the top of the zone. 3 balls, 1 strike. But it's truly remarkable. 50% of their games this year, they've scored 10 or more runs. One of the main reasons why they lead the league in runs scored, came in with 299. Now have 310 as the next pitch is down low. 4 ball, 4, a walk to Connor. He'll take first base. And this is the test here for Kanan Morrow. If you go back to 2 outings ago for him against the Spuds, got through 3 quick scoreless innings. And then things got out of control a little bit as the walks piled. So here comes Michael Newstrom to the mound to talk to Morrow right here. And again, Connor walking on the first 4 pitches of this inning. As it looks like we're seeing a pitcher walk down to the bullpen. I believe that might be Daniel Sharon, if I'm correct, who may have been out there earlier as well. Someone else starting to toss down in the pen to add on to that. But again, for Morrow here, a pitcher who's primarily been coming out of relief the last 2.5 years or so at Paris Junior College. Obviously, it's summer ball. They're trying to experiment a little more, see if he could get deeper into the ball games, potentially testing to see if he could start well. And it's shown that he could get through 3 innings just fun. It's shown some fatigue through the 4th inning of work. Again, the pitch count is lower, though, than that last outing against the Spuds. Back against the Spuds, it was up towards 70, 80. Got up to 90 by the end of the frame. Currently at 48. So the first pitch is on its way here to Eric Mast. It's down low, ball 1. 1 ball, no strikes. So I think for Morrow right here, looking to dial it in and push through this and make an adjustment right here. Either way, it's a good opportunity to work on it with an 8-run lead. From the stretch, his 1-0. Fastball just misses upstairs. Ball 2. 2 balls, no strikes. So 6 straight balls to open up this inning as some action continues to begin down in the SaberDogs bullpen. No action currently in the Trappers pen. Looks like there's a pitcher standing on the mound but not warming up. 2-0 the count. Morrow's delivery. Fastball misses just a smidge low. Ball 3. 3 balls, no strikes. After Mast, it'll be Colin Adams, then Ty Stoss. Connor takes his lead from first base. Virtually no lead. Probably will expand it a little bit as Morrow comes set, which he does. The 3-0. Fastball outside corner. Good spot from Morrow as he looks to climb back in. Strike 1. 3 balls, 1 strike. 11-2 SaberDogs, top of the 8th inning. Morrow's season high for innings pitch has been 4 when he started. In relief, it's 3 2/3. 3-1. Misses down low. 4-ball 4. Mast will take the walk. Back-to-back free passes to open up this inning. First and second, nobody out. So that brings up Colin Adams, the power-hitting first baseman, to the plate. So Morrow will look to get ahead here. Adams having a tough night. He's 0 for 3, 2 strikeouts. Flew out to right back in the 6th inning as well here. Double play in order. Middle infielders and Cooper at short and Buckle at second, ranging up the middle. Outfield playing Adams about straight up. Righty on right. Morrow from the stretch. Kicks and delivers. First pitch. Swinging a high fly ball deep right field. Ranging back is Breedwell towards the track. At the wall. This one's gone. 3-run home run for Colin Adams as he takes it out the other way. And that cuts the deficit now to 6. It's an 11-5 SaberDogs lead. Second time we've seen a right-handed hitter wearing the Trappers blue hit a home run the opposite way. Almost the same exact spot in which his teammate Bramani left the yard back in the 4th inning as well. For Adams, that is home run number 3 on the year. RBI 7, 8, and 9. And he got all of that one. As that one got out in a hurry. And again, some impressive pop from right-handed hitters tonight. No wind almost at all here this evening. And both Bramani and Adams, big right-handed hitters, taking it out to a deeper part of the yard the other way. It's the first pitch on the way here to Ty Stoss. Is up and away with the fastball, ball 1. 1 ball, no strikes. Morrow from the windup now with the bases empty. He turns and tosses. Low 1-0. Fastball over the middle of the plate, strike 1. 1 ball, 1 strike. So that home run from Adams, the first ball in play off a Trapper's bat to drive in a run besides Joseph Bramani. Next pitch, a strike. 1 ball, 2 strikes the count here with nobody out. It's a good bounce back here from Morrow as he looks to finish off Stoss. He twists and delivers, low 1-2 on the way, swinging a foul straight back, fastball up in the zone. Count will stay at 1 ball and 2 strikes. Does look like a couple right-handers warming up down in the SaberDogs pen right now, so they'll have a couple of options if Morrow cannot complete this inning. Again, the mound visit from Newstrom, likely one to calm down Morrow a little bit, maybe go through some mechanical adjustments, but also give the relievers some time to warm up. Next pitch, up and away with fastball, ball 2. Count now even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. SaberDogs still have plenty of breathing room here. Up by 6, came into the inning up by 9 as the next pitch is inside, ball 2. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Make that 3 balls, 2 strikes. Excuse me. We've seen 3 home runs tonight as well. The Cooper home run for the SaberDogs, and then the home run from Bramani and Adams for Pierre. Payoff pitch. Swinging a bounding ball right side wide at first. Buckle to his left. Lays out. Can't get it. Base hit right field. Good effort from Buckle. As Stoss will pick up his first hit of the night. He's now 1 for 3. 4 consecutive base runners have reached now. 3 runs in against Morrow here in the top of the 8th inning. So here comes Joseph Bramani, the man of the night. If you're a Pierre Trappers fan, 2 for 2, an RBI ground rule double in the 2nd, a home run back in the 4th, walked back in the 6th. That came against Morrow. Morrow looking to induce a ground ball off his bat and wipe out that single from Stoss. Righty on right. Morrow lifts and delivers from the stretch. First pitch is a breaking ball that glides over the middle third of the plate for strike 1. No balls, 1 strike the count. For the SaberDogs in the bottom of the 8th inning, they'll send up Schaefer, Buckle, and Breedwell 5, 6, and 7. 0-1 on the inside corner, strike 2. No balls, 2 strikes. So back-to-back counts in which Morrow has been able to climb ahead with 2 strikes. Looking to finish off Bramani right here. Tilts him for the side, comes set. Slightly closed off at the chest. Fires the 0-2, swing and a miss for strike 3. Morrow solves the riddle of Joseph Bramani as he retires him for the first time tonight. Strikeout for Morrow, his third of the evening as well. So Bramani heads back to the dugout, now 2 for 3. Here comes Brendan Perez to the plate. He's 0 for 3. A strikeout, a flyout, and another strikeout that came against Morrow in the 6th. 65th pitch of the ball game coming up here for Morrow. First pitch is swung on and popped up shallow right field. Going back is Brewer. The second baseman buckled to his left in the foul territory. Makes the running catch for out number 2. Nice play by Declan Buckle. Almost a carbon copy of a play he made back Sunday in Fremont in extra innings. Starting straight up at second base, had to cover about 80 to 100 feet right there to make the two-handed grab at a harsh angle for out number 2. It was a good bounce back here for Morrow after allowing a walk, then a 3-run home run, then a seeing eye single. Strikes out Bramani, induces a pop out to Perez. The first pitch on the way to Perez is a broken bat looper, shallow right field. Breedwell falls down. That's down for a base hit. Heading for third and getting there standing up is Stas. Runners at the corners with 2 outs. And again, Breedwell, the right fielder, looked to slip right there. I don't know if he would have had a chance to get it either way. It was a broken bat, soft line drive into right field. So Reinhardt reaches base for the third time tonight. His second hit. Runners at the corners with 2 outs. Tough break from Morrow as he induced soft contact right there, of course, splintering the bat of Reinhardt. Here's the 9 spot, Bennett Osborne. He's 0 for 3, a couple of strikeouts. Flew out to the center fielder Anderson his last time up. Morrow trying to get through 4 innings for the 4th time this year. His first pitch is a breaking ball. Bites the outside corner, strike 1. No balls, 1 strike. Morrow, product of Harris Junior College from Louisiana. Comes set from the first base side. Right-hander standing at 6 feet tall. Next pitch, weak swing and a miss on a breaking ball, strike 2. No balls, 2 strikes to count as he climbs ahead of Osborne. 3 strikeouts on the night. Looking to finish it with number 4. Pearson for the side. Ball dangling in his right hand, glove tucked into his chest in his left. 11-5 Sabre Dogs. Top of the 8th. His 0-2 pitch on the way. Breaking ball, made that a fastball in the dirt. Looked like he spiked that one as it's blocked by the catcher McDonald. Nice play by him. Count moves to 1 ball and 2 strikes here with 2 outs. 70th pitch of the evening coming up here for Morrow with a right-hander up in the pen here for the Sabre Dogs. He tilts it for the sign. Osborne waving his bat back and forth, now lifts it above his right shoulder. Low 1-2 on the way. Breaking ball in the dirt, smothered again by McDonald. Count now moves even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Here with 2 outs. Deuce is running wild. Center fielder Anderson a couple steps towards right center. Left fielder Schwabe straight up. A bigger gap in the left center field alley. Morrow leans in, shakes once, now nods. First and third, 2 away. The 2-2 on the way. Swinging a hard ground ball up the middle, ranging to his right is Buckle. Backhands, flips to the shortstop. Cooper covering the bag in time to retire the side. 4-6 fielder's choice concludes the top of the 8th inning as Kanan Morrow has now gotten through 4 innings of relief. But the big blast from the big right-hander and Colin Adams digs into the deficit. The Sabre Dogs now lead by 6, 11-5. We're ready to the bottom of the 8th inning. You're listening to Expedition League Baseball live on the Souris Valley Sabre Dogs Radio Network.
Sabre Dog fans, be sure to stop by Corbett Field on Friday, July 2nd to see the boys in their Friday Night Whites as they take on the reigning Expedition League champion Fremont Moo. Souris River Brewing Company will be giving away a free pint glass to the first 500 fans to enter the ballpark. Make sure to arrive early as gates open at 6:05 with first pitch slated for 7:05. Sabre Dog fans, be sure to stop by Corbett Field on Friday, July 2nd to see the boys in their Friday Night Whites as they take on the reigning Expedition League champion Fremont Moo. Souris River Brewing Company will be giving away a free pint glass to the first 500 fans to enter the ballpark. Make sure to arrive early as gates open at 6:05 with first pitch slated.
Sabre Dogs fans, let's celebrate the 4th of July.
This is Caden Schwabe, an outfielder for the Souris Valley Sabre Dogs, reminding you that your favorite ball club is on all social media platforms, including Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook. Make sure to follow for starting lineups, score updates, and all of the exclusive Sabre Dogs content you'll need for the summer. Follow us at SV Sabre Dogs and use the hashtags.
An alcohol-related crash will probably happen in North Dakota today, and another will happen tonight. Still, it's pretty common to hear people making light of it like it's no big deal. We can try to laugh it off, but it keeps happening over and over. Impaired driving isn't funny. Always drive sober or find a sober ride. Buzz driving is drunk driving.
Bottom half of the 8th inning, 11-5. Sabre Dogs your score. Bramlett out for his second inning of work. We'll get 5, 6, and 7. Jaden Schaefer, Declan Buckle, and Jared Breedwell. Jaden Schaefer coming up for his 5th plate appearance of the night. He's 0 for 3, lined out to left his last time up. Hit the ball hard. Was the only man not to come up to the plate in the 7th, where the Sabre Dogs sent 8 men to the plate, drove in 4 runs, highlighted by the 3-run home run from Justin Cooper. So Schaefer digs in. Looking for his first hit of the evening, walked back in the 5th, only time he reached base. In fact, also reached base on the strikeout wild pitch in the 4th. First pitch on the way from Bramlett is a fastball to knees inside corner, strike 1. No balls, 1 strike. A lot of smoke and haze in the area right now. Sounds like someone lit off some fireworks. As the 0-1 pitch is swung on and lined off to the left side and foul, strike 2. No balls, 2 strikes. I'm not sure if you could see it on the stream right now, but it's very hazy out. Gotta imagine someone saw the Justin Cooper home run and got pretty excited lighting off some fireworks. A lot of fireworks at the ballpark here tonight as well on the field. As the 0-2 is on its way. Breaking ball, misses outside, ball 1. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Fremont Moo had a fireworks night over in Fremont back last week, and were scheduled to, in fact. Couldn't do it because of the suspended game and the weather. So the next pitch is up and away, ball 2. 2 balls, 2 strikes. But the Sabre Dogs were there last year. We were there for our fireworks night. Very fun show that they put on in Fremont. Count even at 2 here. Bramlett from the line. Twists and tosses. The 2-2 on the way. Breaking ball backs up, misses outside, ball 3. 3 balls, 2 strikes. And I'll tell you, I just heard another firework go off in the distance. They are happy about this 11-5 lead here in Minot. Fun to see. Fun to see the city rally around that. 3-2 on the way. Fastball right over the middle of the plate. 4 strike 3. Schaefer knew it. Out number 1 here in this 8th inning. Strikeout number 2 in the night for Bramlett. First looking as that'll bring up Declan Buckle to the plate. Buckle 0 for 2. Struck out swinging in the 2nd. Looking in the 7th. Has walked twice as well. Drove in a run with that bases loaded walk back in the 4th. Due up for the Trappers in the top 9th in the top of the 9th inning. Make that be the top of their order. Caden Cardoso, Patrick Connor, and Eric Mast as they look to erase a 6-run deficit. First pitch to Buckle is a breaking ball inside. Buckle bends out of the way. Ball 1. 1 ball, no strikes. Right-hander continuing to warm up. Hard to tell who that is. My guess is Daniel Sharon, who's pitched in the 9th inning a lot the last couple weeks. So the next pitch is a fastball spiked for ball 2. 2 balls, no strikes here with 1 out. Game 2 of this 3-game set will be tomorrow, 7:05. First pitch. It's the Sabre Dogs, assuming they hold on to this one, will look to secure their 5th straight series win. So the next pitch is a fastball at the knees, strike 1. 2 balls, 1 strike. Jared Breedwell on deck, then Lance McDonald. If it gets that far. Bramlett turns and tosses the 2-1. Fastball in the dirt, blocked by the catcher Reinhardt. Ball 3. 3 balls, 1 strike here with 1 out. 5 runs, 7 hits, an error for Pierre. 11 runs, 7 hits, no errors for the Sabre Dogs. 15th time through 30 games they've scored 10 or more. 3-1 to Buckle is swung on in line, foul and straight back. Count now runs full at 3 balls and 2 strikes. Taking a look at some of the scores around the league, the Horse-Seds currently over the Big Sticks. In fact, it's a final 5-0 win for Casper, taking down a very hot Big Sticks club. The Spearfish Sasquatch taking a win from the Sioux Falls Sunfish, winning 5-4 at Karis Park. Fremont Moo and the Sodbusters tied at 3 in the top of the 9th. That's a good one. Whiskey Jacks over the Pioneers 4-3 in the bottom of the 7th. 3-2 pitch on the way to Buckle. Sawed him off, swinging a soft ground ball right side. Stoss charges, picks it up with 2 hands. Softly throws to the first baseman Adams in time for out number 2. 4-3 put up, 2 down, 2 up, 2 down here for Bramlett in this bottom of the 8th. Tommy Knockers in the Spuds. 2-1 lead for Mining City in the bottom of the 6th inning. What'll be interesting is that the standings will reset after the second half. So the fact that the Sabre Dogs have clinched, I don't want to say it doesn't matter for the Big Sticks because their overall record could be really important moving forward. One, if the Sabre Dogs clinch again, the second best overall record in the Lewis Division will play the Sabre Dogs and get that postseason spot. It's the pitch on the way to Breedwell's a fastball down the way, ball 1 ball, no strikes. But not only that, if the Big Sticks do get to the playoffs, or any team, might I add, next pitch down the way, ball 2 balls, no strikes. The championship round will be decided on the best record. So even the Sabre Dogs, even though they've already clinched, this second half's still important. Of course, you want home field advantage. The 2-0 is swung on and popped up to the right side, out of play, strike one. 2 balls, 1 strike. The Big Stick's such a well-run organization, such a good team this year. As we mentioned, erasing a 2-9 record, now 16-12. Really made it close here at the back end of the first half. So the 2-1 is on its way from Bramlett. Breaking ball. Floats over for strike 2. 2 balls, 2 strikes. But they'll be ready for the second half, and they will give the Sabre Dogs a run for their money. In fact, they did, taking 2 out of 3 from them earlier this year. 2-2, breaking ball misses up and in, ball 3. 3 balls, 2 strikes. And that's what makes the rivalry between the Sabre Dogs and the Big Six so fun. They obviously played 20 times last year, split the season series 10-10, walked each other off 6 times, if I'm remembering correctly. So the 3-2 is on its way. Swing and a miss for strike 3. Breedwell went up and out of the strike zone with a fastball to retire the side. Third strikeout of the night for Bramlett as he sets down the Sabre Dogs in order 1-2-3 here in the bottom of the 8th. We're heading to the top of the 9th. The Trappers down to their final 3 outs. The Sabre Dogs 3 outs away from win number 21. They lead at 11-5 for the Trappers. It'll be 1-2-3. Caden Cardoso, the Minot State product, to lead it off when we come back. You're listening to Expedition League Baseball live on the Souris Valley Sabre Dogs Radio Network.
Saturday, July 3rd will be Ballpark Time Machine at Corbett Field. Your Sabre Dogs will be hosting an 80s theme night. So break out that neon and those scrunchies and come wearing your best 80s look. We'll be rocking out to 80s music all night long. The Sabre Dogs will be going head-to-head with the Fremont Moot at 7:05 p.m. So see you there at Corbett Field to go back in time. Saturday, July 3rd will be Ballpark Time Machine at Corbett Field. Your Sabre Dogs will be hosting an 80s theme night. So break out that neon and those scrunchies and come wearing your best 80s look. We'll be rocking out to 80s music all night long. The Sabre Dogs will be going head-to-head with the Fremont Moot at 7:05 p.m. So see you there at Corbett Field to go back in time. Saturday, July 3rd will be Ballpark Time Machine at Corbett Field. Your Sabre Dogs will be hosting an 80s theme night. So break out that neon and those scrunchies and come wearing your best 80s look. We'll be rocking out to 80s music all night long. The Sabre Dogs will be going head-to-head with the Fremont Moot at 7:05 p.m. So see you there at Corbett Field to go back in time.
This is Ethan Moore for the Souris Valley Sabre Dogs, reminding you that your favorite ball club is on all social media platforms, including Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook. Make sure to follow for starting lineups, score updates, and all our exclusive Sabre Dogs content you'll need this summer. Follow us at SV Sabre Dogs and use the hashtag SCODogs. This is Ethan Moore for the Souris Valley Sabre Dogs, reminding you that your favorite ball club is on all social media platforms, including Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook. Make sure to follow.
Welcome back to Corbett Field. First of the 9th inning here as the Sabre Dogs look to close this game out and pick up win number 21 on the year. New pitcher on the mound here for the Sabre Dogs to close things out, right-hander Declan Harper, who's going to be out for his 3rd outing of the year. Really good outing for him against the Moo back on the 26th, where he tossed it in, did allow a run, but struck out a batter. Was really good compared to his previous outing, where he didn't record an out, walked a couple batters, and allowed 3 earned runs against the Sodbusters. So look at the top of the Trappers lineup here at the top of the 9th inning. The Sabre Dogs looking to not only pick up the win here tonight, which would be 2 in a row, but their 4th straight win against this Trappers ball club as they swept them in 3 games back a couple weekends ago. So here comes Caden Cardoso, 0 for 4 tonight, a ground to short, 2 lineouts to left, both hit hard, and flew out to straightaway center back in the 7th inning. Again, as we mentioned back a couple weekends ago, Minot State Beaver, a lot of friends in the first base dugout here on this Sabre Dogs ball club as the first pitch from Harper is a fastball down low, ball 1. 1 ball, no strikes. So the game started with Eric Wallington, who went 4 innings, gave up just 2 runs, then tossed it to Caden Morrow, who tossed 3 shutout innings. They gave up 3 runs in the 8th, tossed 4 innings in total. Next pitch, fastball runs outside, ball 2. 2 balls, no strikes. Here we are in the top of the 9th inning. Miklos handing the ball to Harper, who looks to close this game out. Hitters count for Cardoso. Harper winds and tosses the 2-0. Fastball misses upstairs, ball 3. 3 balls, no strikes. Outfield straight up, infield as well. Sun continues to set. Still a little bit of light out. Orangey, peachy skies beyond the first base side. Pinker skies down the right field line as the 3-0 is down low, ball 4. So Cardoso will take the walk on 4 pitches. Not the start that Harper was looking for. So that'll bring up Patrick Connor with a runner on first base and nobody out. No one currently warming up in the SaberDogs bullpen. Same story for the Trappers here. SaberDogs leading by 6. Most of the fans have held on here. Again, a big crowd on hand tonight. Very warm, calm evening. A lot of action. The big blast, the 3-run home run from Justin Cooper to really break things open. It's the pitch from Harper is a fastball over the middle of the plate, strike 1, 0-1. And if Cooper doesn't hit that 3-run home run, it's a 9-5 ball game. Excuse me, make that a 8-5 ball game. And this is a save situation for Harper. Instead, has a 6-run lead. Next pitch, fastball on the outside corner. Strike 2. No balls, 2 strikes to count. Harper, product of Miles City Community College. Tall right-hander. As he nods his head in agreement with McDonald and comes set from the first base side. From the slide slip, delivers the 0-2. Fastball down away. Good stop by McDonald. As the count now moves to 1 ball and 2 strikes. Good bounce back here for Harper, who fell behind and walked Cardoso on 4 pitches, has climbed ahead here of Connor at 1 ball and 2 strikes. Connor has reached base 3 times tonight. 2 walks, a single, and 2 stolen bags. Now has stolen 6 bags on the years. The next pitch is down and away, gets away from McDonald and rolls to the backstop. Likely will be a wild pitch. As Cardoso gets in standing up. So 2 balls, 2 strikes to count with nobody out. Justin Cooper greeting Cardoso with a little side hug, it looked like. Now Declan Buckle talking to him. Buckle, of course, teammates with Cardoso at Minot State University. Cooper played with Cardoso last year in his small stint the last 2 weeks of the season with the SaberDogs. Cardoso put up good numbers, hit above 300 with Souris Valley in the final 2 weeks of that year. Again, at the end of 2020, a lot of Minot State players coming over to the Souris Valley Ball Club. It's the 2-2 pitch is on its way. In the dirt, gets away from McDonald and jumps into the first base dugout. So very likely Cardoso will come around to score from their base. And looks like they're going to hold him. So he'll stay there. Again, this was a pitch in the dirt that looks like it hopped off maybe the wrist of McDonald. Had to hit something different, or at least different than usual, as it hopped about 20-25 feet in the air to his right and floated into the first base dugout. So Cardoso at third, 3-2 count, nobody out. Harper's pitching the way he's in the dirt. Nice stop by McDonald, as that was about a 55-foot fastball. Sliding to his right, blocked that right in the chest to keep Cardoso at third base. So after Harper gets ahead 0-2, walks Connor, back-to-back walks. First and second, nobody out, as that brings up Eric Mast to the plate. Mast 0 for 3, a strikeout, a grounder, a fly to left, walked in the 8th inning. Came around to score on the 3-run home run from Colin Adams. So McDonald will step out in front of the plate, go through some first and third signs here with Harper on the mound. Again, this is something that SaberDogs have practiced a lot the last couple of weeks, implementing bunt defenses and first and third defenses. Connor takes his lead from first, Cardoso from third. Harper delivers the first pitch. It's a fastball over the middle of the plate, about belt high, strike 1. No balls, 1 strike. So the SaberDogs have won 4 consecutive series. Assuming they can hold on right here, they would come in tomorrow with a chance to make that 5 in a row. 0-1, fastball in the dirt, blocked again by McDonald. Ball 1. 1 ball, 1 strike. Here with nobody out. Still no one tossing the SaberDogs bullpen, so this is Harper's inning to finish right here. As he climbs up the hill, digs his right foot into the rubber, and leads it for the sign. 11-5, SaberDogs, top of the 9th. Cardoso takes his lead from third base. Connor from first. The 1-1 in the dirt again. Blocked by McDonald, who's thrown down to second base a bit high. Tag applied is going to be in time. How about that, Lance McDonald? Deja vu as he blocks another pitch in the dirt, gets up quickly and throws a bullet to the shortstop Cooper, who applied the tag on the left hand of Patrick Connor. A big play as that bails out the walk for his pitcher and Harper. Harper obviously appreciating it, pointing at his backstop in McDonald. Really nice play. Second time he's done that tonight. So 1 out now. Cardoso at third. Pitch to Mask is a broken bat. 1 hopper to the second baseman in Buckle. He throws on the run to first base. That's in time to retire Mast for out number 2. Coming around to score on the play is Cardoso, making it an 11-6 SaberDogs lead. RBI for Mast, his 13th of the season. So that'll bring up Colin Adams, the last hope here for the Trappers as they are down to their final out. Adams hit that big opposite field home run back in the 8th inning, a 3-run shot the other way. Harper from the first base side nods his head, twists and tosses. The pitch on the way. Breaking ball misses down, low ball 1. 1 ball, no strikes. 11-6 SaberDogs lead and out away from picking up yet another victory here in game number 30 of the 2021 EL season. 1-0, breaking ball, down and in, ball 2. 2 balls, no strikes. Righty is warming up in the pen for the Trappers, starting to walk out there. I shouldn't say warming up just yet, just in case the Trappers can pull off what would be a miraculous comeback. Now down by 5. Harper twists and deals the 2-0. Fastball down and away, ball 3. 3 balls, no strikes. Every Sabre Dog on the front railing of the dugout or on the bench, ready to come out and congratulate the starting 9 tonight for what will be a big victory. Next pitch, fastball down low, ball 4. Adams will take the walk, second time he's reached base today. 3rd walk of the inning allowed by Harper. So that brings up Ty Stoss to the plate. Stoss picked up a single back in the 8th inning. A ground ball through the right side of the infield. Just missed the diving glove of the second baseman Buckle, who made quite an effort. Full extension layout attempt to his forehand side, then belly flopped onto the ground. Good signs for him, showing that the back is okay. Toss not even being held on at first. First pitch is a strike at the knees, 0-1. So the Sabre Dogs will give Stoss, make that Adams at first base, second base if he wants it, as he takes his lead. Harper from the stretch, first base side. Lefty on right, 0-1. Fastball over the middle of the plate, strike 2. No balls, 2 strikes the count. And the Sabre Dogs are a strike away from picking up game number 1 of this series. Fans getting into it. Harper set from the stretch at the chest. Lifts and fires the 0-1, swinging a foul straight back. Count will hold at no balls and 2 strikes. Righty, Daniel Sharon, it looks like, starting to warm up once again to the bullpen down the right field line for Souris Valley, just in case Harper can't get through this inning. However, he is a strike away from sealing the deal. Stoss digs back in, straight up stance from the left side. The 0-2, swing and a miss for strike 3. Harper picks up the K as that seals the victory for Souris Valley. They win it by a final score of 11-6. They take game 1 of 3 here between the Trappers and move to 21-9 on the year. They have won every single one of the 4 matchups against Pierre this season. Meanwhile, the Trappers move to 9-19. They're 10 games under 500. The Sabre Dogs, meanwhile, 12 games over 500. The win goes to Kane and Morrow. The loss goes to Fisher Raj. Sabre Dogs win at 11-6. Game 2 will be tomorrow at 7:05 p.m. as the Sabre Dogs look to take their 5th consecutive series win. Make sure to stay tuned as our player of the game interview will be with Justin Cooper, who left the yard for his first home run of the year, also stole home. 11-6 Sabre Dogs win. They move to 21-9 of the year. We'll be right back as Justin Cooper will be up with us in the booth when we come back. Welcome back to Corbett Field. Sabre Dogs winning 11-6, now moved to 21-9 on the year with our player of the game, Justin Cooper, and there was no argument on this one. We'll get to the home run later. Let's first talk about that wild play where you did steal home, and there was a wacky call and maybe an interference, the catcher reaching too far over the plate. Now, we saw Schwabe do it on Sunday. You got a chance to do it here, the pitcher, going from the windup. You took advantage of that. Walk me through your decision on that play. Was that your idea? Did Miklos come up with it?
Miklos came up with that, and so I was thinking, I was like, I know I have his timing down. He trusted me, and he was like, meet me down the line, and if you're by me down the line when he's finding his pitch, go ahead and go. And then as soon as he got to his glove, I timed it perfectly, and he was like, "You got it." And I went, and I was safe either way, but they did call the ball.
So you were safe either way.
Yep, I was safe. Yep.
I like to hear that. Now, excluding first and third situations, have you ever had a straight steal of home before?
Yes, I have. Only one though.
Okay,
a long time ago.
Number 2
Not
tonight.
in college. Yep.
We got number 2 tonight. You also got home run number 2 of your Sabre Dogs career, number 1 of the
Yes,
year.
sir.
It was an impressive blast. You were telling me before the game you were looking at the Capital RV home run target out there, and you cleared it. You cleared the back wall as well. How'd that one feel?
That one felt good. When it feels like nothing, that's when you know you really got it all. And so, during BP, I remember seeing one of our guys almost hit the RV sign. I'm like, this is new. They didn't have this last year. And I'm like, okay. I was like, what are the odds I hit it? And then crazy day, I almost hit it on that home run.
Almost sent someone home with a free camper. Now, another story this season for the Sabre Dogs has been the pimp jobs on the home run. We saw Jordan Williams have a nice bat flip Chase Keaton on the Grand Slam against the Trappers last Sunday. You're competing with them right there. Where do you think that one ranks out of the 3?
I don't know. That was my first time ever bat flipping, so I think it's probably 3, the third one. I won't put me up there yet.
Love to hear it. Love to hear it. Long road trip for you guys.
Yeah.
A couple of 5-hour days of baseball. How good does it feel to get back home after a day off and pick up a big win like this?
It feels great. When you just come back home and just play with all your fans and have all the support, it feels easier. It was hard on the road, but we got the job done. So I feel like back here we're more comfortable, and now we feel good.
For sure. And clinching a playoff spot on Sunday now. You know, Sabre Dogs going back to the postseason for the first time since 2019. What are your thoughts on that?
That's awesome, man. I heard that we haven't hosted a home series yet in the playoffs, and so this is what I'm looking forward to. This is why I came back, and I think it's going to be a fun season.
Well, how about this division series? Justin Cooper clears the Capital RV sign one more time. Did so tonight for his first home run of the year. Picks up RBI number 11 as well. Sabre Dogs win 11-6, are now 21-9. They'll look to take their 5th straight series tomorrow at 7:05. First pitch for the middle game of this 3-game set between the Pierre Trappers. Justin, thank you so much.
Yes,
Good work
sir.
tonight.
Thank you.